If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not right.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcos. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still in the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof, like I always wanted him. I never hated him. I never traded him. And if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side fly. Wish I could large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch on YouTube with you for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody.
Oh, look
who decided to show up. Go ahead, Marcos. What do you want to say about Jaxson Dart last night?
Hey, listen. Mo Bull, dude. Just he was scooting.
That intangible can fly.
He was scooting out.
He can move.
Hey, let me just say this. That's also young intangible.
Oh, well, listen. He
you know what I'm saying? Because remember, Aaron Rodgers used to run.
Yeah.
There's a lot of quarterbacks used to run.
Is this the
young, exuberant, energized? Don't worry, that slows down.
Last night was the one of the greatest day for intangibles in a long time.
Scatterboo and Jaxson Dart.
Man, that Camp Scatterboo, he's not gonna last. He runs too hard.
No, you know why? You know who he reminds me of? Maurice Jones-Drew.
Okay.
He lasted.
I feel like Maurice Jones was a little more elusive. This guy seems to run into 8 people and just move all of them.
No, he has some. He had, as they say, he has some wiggle.
Some wiggle, some sneaky athleticism.
Yeah, because when you
grit.
see him, he's very patient, and then he explodes. That in itself.
Would you like to refer to him as tenacious?
No. Tenacious is like you ain't even trying to be fluid. You ain't trying to pick a hole. You just running.
I felt like all of those red zone runs, he was just moving 9 people, just like
because it's the red zone.
Rawr.
Don't take the situation or the circumstances of the game and then, make a certain time run. The red zone, you ain't got much room.
He does the tush push, but he's the entire tush.
I mean, look,
it's
hard
hard
to tackle him because he's a low center of gravity. And those guys aren't getting low enough, and he just bouncing off of them.
Crazy,
plus, he's not a small dude. He's got some thickness to him.
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
He's a moose. I'm just saying, like, oof. That's a tough style. He's
moose. Because he's barely 200 pounds.
They list him at 5'11".
I thought he was 5'6".
I don't know about that one, dude.
5'11", how much?
215.
So let me get this straight. He's the same size as I was.
That's what they say.
Now, look at him and go look at a picture of me. We ain't the same size, dude.
It's hard to tell your size. Your shoulder pads are so big.
You can still tell how tall I am.
I always thought he was a lot smaller than that. 5'11" seems tall. Seems tall.
That sounds like something he said. Hey,
I like how
tall are you?
3 seconds, Marcos, before he had to chat you up. He's like, "Oh, he's here."
I'm a bit of a celebrity. I gotta admit.
Can understand.
He's like, people are like,
opening segment. Perfect time to go talk to Marcos.
Yeah. It's like the light. Like, the light is this.
Oh, the light's on. Let's go in.
People question whether or not my key card still works. And so did I for a little bit.
Did you try and get out of it?
Hey, that's a good way to determine whether you've been cut or not.
Yeah.
You go for that early morning workout.
Mine's got a crack in it right now, so I have to really thumb it on there before it picks up the scan. At first, I did think I was like, "Uh-oh."
I don't even know what my card looks like because I put it in the back of my phone and just.
Yeah,
I got that one from Marcos.
Mine's got a little. Oh man. Headlines brought to you by Doral Hyundai, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. Yeah, your final score last night. Giants put it on the Eagles in that second half. They won 34-17. Cam Scatterbo, 110 total yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Jaxson Dart, 17 of 25 for 195 yards in the air, 1 touchdown. Also ran for 1 because intangibles.
Mobile, dude.
He is mobile. He ran for 60 yards.
Pretty good.
Jalen Hurts, 24-33, 283 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 1 rushing touchdown. That pick, though, was a big-time backbreaker for the Eagles.
Yeah.
And you listen, the good news for the Eagles is they live in a reasonable sports town, and they seem to be really pleasing with each other while they at least were winning.
Bad night for Philly yesterday, dude.
They've lost 2 games in 22 weeks, 22 regular season games or playoffs or whatever. And they are hot. They want to fire everybody.
We haven't tuned into Philadelphia sports radio, but Frog Boy is right because I don't know if did you see how the Phillies lost last night?
Ooh.
The Phillies.
They got to be. I think the whole fan base got to be on suicide watch, right?
The Phillies
you
lost.
need to go check in on you. If you got a Philly friend,
yep,
who's a friend in all sports, football, baseball, basketball.
And I'm sure something's going on. Yeah, I'm sure something's going on with the Sixers. We don't know what, but I'm sure something.
For
Give them a call and just do a wellness check.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, look, the catcher was like this. First base. No. I want to get the guy out at home.
Airmailed it. It was tough.
What a terrible way to lose.
Dude. The Dodgers are going to the NLCS and they won on an RBI walk and an error. Baseball.
Hey, it like
incredible.
You know,
and
then when they get to the next series, nobody's gonna care.
No one's gonna care. The Cubs did beat the Brewers 6-0, so that series is even at 2 apiece.
Oh, winner take all.
Winner take all. Winner take all.
Every time I hear that, you know who I think of, right? Games 7.
Oh, that's so annoying. Yeah, Beast did that. Very annoying. And then finally, in Philadelphia destruction last night, the Panthers
Yeah.
beat the Flyers 2-1 filthy.
Oh my goodness. Let me tell you.
You know what it was? A 2-1 filthy.
You know what's crazy? It's 2 games in a row where at the end of the game they were trying to go trying to get rid of the goalie and the Panthers wouldn't let him. And then they got a penalty.
Yep. That was great.
Like, oh my goodness. What are they doing to people?
They wear your ass down. In another game where the Panthers outshot the other team by like 15 shots on goal, but it was still a close game.
Marchand could have had 4 goals. Easy.
Marchand did have a goal. He got on the board, and then Mr. Las Olas himself, Anton Lundell, with a power play goal. He's trying to take the mantle of King Finn right now in place. You know, it's kind of like when the king goes off to battle, you have the king who stays back, or is it that the prince who stays back and watches the kingdom? That's Anton Lundell right now. It's just taking care of the kingdom while the king is on the mend.
I see what you did, but
I'll take my -1.
Yeah,
-1.
Too much explaining.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? Too much explain. When you got to go in that detail,
I own it.
You did a Mike McDaniel trying to explain your point.
For propaganda.
Try these out.
He's taking the new Mike Biamontes for a spin.
Yeah, I got this. You say I got a new ride.
For hobnobbery.
Hey,
we hit that one a lot yesterday.
We fired that one up a lot yesterday.
This is good.
Any other ones you're curious about?
Oh, I like this one too.
For butchering English.
Oh, we didn't get that.
Oh no.
This is great.
That's it. No, you know what he should have said? For blatant disregard for the English language.
Might be putting it overtime.
So we have had a couple of crazy weeks in the NFL.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
These Thursday night games have been wild.
I don't know what to make of it other than, I believe over a course of 17 games, the best teams kind of work their way out of those situations. So I'm going to say I think Philly's going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, teams like New York seem to be coming on, but they're not very consistent because after they beat, who did they beat? Didn't they beat Kansas City? Who did they beat? Dallas.
They beat San Diego.
They beat San Diego.
Los Angeles.
They beat Los Angeles and then came back and threw up a dud.
Yep.
Right. So that's kind of, you have the teams that have young talent that are up and coming that aren't very consistent. And then you have the older teams who may be struggling now, but you kind of have to give them the nod as far as being able to get back to it. Now, from what I'm understanding with the Eagles, last year they could just roll out and do whatever they wanted because they were more talented.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And this is kind of part of the thing that I was talking about with Mike McDaniel. Right. It's okay to scheme your guys open. It's okay to scheme plays against the defense. Don't go out there and put your junk on the table and say, this is what we're going to do, beat us. Right. That's part of coaching, is devising plans to either counteract what they're doing or, be ahead of the game and know or have an idea of how they're going to defend you and have something to counter that right away. That's where the Dolphins get caught up. And I think now the Eagles are getting caught up in that because you're walking around with your chest out because you just won a Super Bowl. Well, all these teams are chasing you. So what are they going to do? They're going to make Jalen Hurts throw the football where they want him to throw the football, and they're going to do whatever they can to stop the run.
Yeah, it's just the thing with Philadelphia that's going to be an interesting thing, and that's why I joked about it, was like they already seemed on edge and they were 4-1. Like, I don't know, like, if this is a team that feels like it's going to be able to go through any kind of a struggle or any kind of a hangover. I don't know.
I would say,
because it kind of all unraveled on them a couple of years ago. Like,
right.
They went to the Super Bowl, then they had a year where just they all were miserable with one another,
right?
And then they won the Super Bowl, and now like this seems to be their cycle.
Well, part of the problem that they're probably having is they haven't really adjusted to the Hunger Games, right? When you win a Super Bowl, every week you play Hunger Games. The teams are going to put out their best effort. Teams are going to do all their tricks. Teams are going to, scheme the hell out of you. Everybody circled as a kind of a litmus test to see, okay, if we can compete with the Super Bowl champs, then I can now go into my guys and say, we can compete with anybody. And that's kind of what everybody's doing. So they're game planning their ass off, scheming every situation. They're putting extra work in the preseason and the week before, getting ready to play the Eagles. And the Eagles are like, this is what we did last year. Let's go do it again.
Can I enter the trust tree with you?
Sure.
You want to make fun of me?
Sure.
What is the original litmus test for? What is litmus?
Dude, Marco.
Yeah, that's such
Hold
a
on.
dumb
Hold
test.
Isn't a litmus test a little piece of paper you dip into?
You might be right. I don't know. That's why I asked.
So
that's
Marco,
why I entered the trust.
No. That's not why we even entering the trust tree.
Yeah.
I have been ridiculed and mocked, made fun of, yelled at, degraded about asking this man a hockey question, a sports question. And then this guy throws at me, what exactly is a litmus test?
Yeah. The origins of the litmus from the 14th century. Of course, you don't know that information, Leroy. You don't know that off top. It is a chemical test used to determine the acidity or alkalinity. It's probably not right. Of a substance.
That's right.
Yeah. I was just.
I was right.
You were right. I'm props to give him a point. Listen,
that's pretty good, Leroy. I'll give you credit. I don't care what to say about you.
You see, wait. Wait,
for
Hey.
Leroy.
did I degrade him? Did
Well,
I
you
make fun
kind
of
of.
him?
You
Wait,
wanted to.
did I make fun of him? Did I go to break? Right?
not.
Right?
You did
Did
not.
everybody on Twitch and YouTube go, oh, hell, here come another hockey question? No. I heard your question, and I did my best to answer it.
Not before you really wanted to jump down my throat, though.
No,
you
but
really
I
wanted
answered
to,
it
You were
first.
really upset.
Hey, I answered. The reason why I was
was
upset
your-
was, how's this any different than the damn hockey question?
What was the litmus level on your confidence when you answered that?
Oh, it was pretty good.
All right. I just wanna make
Pretty
sure.
good. Pretty good.
We'll take a break. More to come here on the show. It's a Frog Boy Friday. We're back after this.
Woo!
All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on a Friday. Miami Dolphins going to be back in action on Sunday. We'll have Game Day Uncensored come your way at 9 a.m. this week. Getting you ready for 4 hours of Dolphins coverage against the Chargers.
Oof.
Should be a hoot.
Well, they're banged up, which means nothing. I'm just trying.
You're trying to generalize it? Just anything? Throw us a bone?
I'm having a hard time believing that this team can't play better. Right? And I'm refusing to accept that. However, the spots and the places where the team is struggling are spots being held by young guys. Right? And that makes it tough to just make the comments that I'm making.
It's just
because I don't know when they're going to turn
It's a very
around.
flawed roster. It's a very flawed roster. It's a very
Correct.
flawed roster build, and everything that could potentially go wrong for them this year.
Can I tell you another thing that makes it even worse? Is that I can look at this team with my own eyes and see a lot of the young players and know exactly what the team is trying to do, right? They're going to play these young guys, and we're going to just lick our wounds and move forward and be in a better place, hopefully, when they get it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what you told me before the season started. So you had me thinking everything was going to be fine and you were going to be competitive, right? And
it's like you always
that's
say,
the part. That's the part I can see with my own eyes what you're doing. Then just admit it.
It's kind of like one of those things. Like you could have had, you could have been like the ghost of Christmas past going into Chris Greer, and you could have given him a Leroy Horde staple, which is making a lot of assumptions.
Right.
That the rookie was going to be the Rock. That
correct.
The guys who were always hurt weren't going to get hurt.
If I had a question to ask Chris Greer and Mike McDaniel, it would be this. You praised Patrick Paul last year, and he wasn't playing. And you were saying he's going to be a good one. So if you're going to play two rookies ahead of him, and he's good, but needed development, you're telling me they're better than him?
No.
That's what you're saying.
No. But the thing was with him is that they didn't want to move him on positions. Like they were very... He's a left tackle.
Offensive line. That's not how football works.
I'm just telling you that's what their theory was.
I know that's what their theory was.
This one, they literally we drafted a guy like that last year. They drafted the heir apparent because they knew Teron Armstead's time was ticking. This year they drafted a guy to plug and play, and those guys haven't been ready to plug or play.
Right, which you can't know. You can think, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can think, but you can't know.
It's kind of the thing. It's the thing with him that's annoying, though. Is like this guy doesn't really even have a draft philosophy. He doesn't have anything he really seems to believe in.
Well, I would say
he's always reacting. You know what he's doing? He always is reacting to his mistakes. That's what he's doing. That's literally how does Chris Greer draft? I draft to fix my other mistakes. He's like a guy. He's just like. He maxes out a credit card and then he finds somebody else to go give him a loan. Like that's what he does.
Right.
You know, that's how it always works with him. It's like, oh, what do we need this year? Oh man, let's go get a corner because we don't have one of those. Oh man, I drafted the worst one. Damn it. Like that's literally how it's gone every single time with him.
Right.
I don't know. Froggy, are you I see you were getting into the comments yesterday on Instagram. You're mad at people.
Look, I don't know if I want to give up necessarily and take a torch to this whole thing, but I can't help but watch literally every other team and see, I wish my team did that, or like, oh, I wish my quarterback did that, or I wish my O-line did that, I wish my running back did that. And if it's
No.
not one thing, it's another, you know?
The problem is that you have really good running backs. The problem is that you're asking your quarterback to be something that he's never been. And so you want him to be the best version of who he can be. Simple as that. That, like, whether you want a mobile quarterback or not, that's not what you have.
I do.
And so from that standpoint, deal with it. There's been successful quarterbacks who haven't been mobile. Now, it looks good now because, you know, and here's the crux of all of this. Offensive lines throughout the NFL, woof.
Yeah.
And so that's why you say, oh, I need a quarterback like that. But eventually it's caught up to them too. Right? So I think you just need Tua to be better. You don't need him to run around. But like I said before, I don't understand how they implemented into the game plan moving the pocket, seeing the success they had moving the pocket. And then the very next week, you're sitting back in the middle of the pocket. You don't move him at all. So that is moving the pocket while your quarterback is not mobile. You understand what I'm saying? So him rolling out gives him some space, gives him some room to operate. I don't know why they went away from that. I can't for the life of me figure it out. Because even if you have an offensive line that struggles, right? The worst thing you could do is sit your quarterback in the middle and tell your offensive line, protect me. You move them. You give the offensive line angles. You give them an opportunity to be able to pick guys off, right? There's creative ways of protecting your offensive line so that your quarterback can be more successful.
I think the thing that just shows like where this team is at right now, and just to, like, give you an idea of how crazy it is where we're at with this roster, is that 2 weeks ago I'm mocking the idea of Darren Waller and like he's going to do anything, and now I'm just like, can he save us?
Waller.
Can we just get more Darren Waller? Because I kind of only trust him, and that's that in a nutshell just tells you where we're at.
That's part that that could be part of the problem too, right? But the way I looked at that was, if you have more guys that can expose the middle of the field, what it does is give you options outside, right? Waddle doesn't always have to cross the field. Waddle doesn't always have to run that deep square in. You got Achan you use in the middle of the field sometimes. You have Waller now, right? You got Washington. You got other options, but for some reason, whenever a play fails, it's the same people running the same routes. Like, you know what? We used to have a saying, coach, take that play, get rid of it.
Trash.
Put it in trash.
You think Mike McDaniel ever listens to that, or you think he's like, no, hold on.
No, he's like,
let me look at that.
Because you want me to tell you, you want me to tell you what coaches do? It's there if we execute it.
Oh my God. That would annoy me.
But
that would annoy me.
Like, one of the reasons why I liked the offense I played in Minnesota, because we ran the same plays but different formations, and everybody got to do something different, and it kept everybody energized, because you might be that guy the one time that catches that seam route and you ain't never ran the seam route before, right? You might be the guy that catches a hitch and you ain't never ran a hitch before, right? And so that made the offense fun and interesting. I see the same guys doing the same stuff. It's like they even doing it on the field, like, blah, here we go, blah, blah, blah. Like, keep them interested.
Take a break here on the program, streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, 104.3 WQAM on YouTube, Miami 104.3 WQAM on Twitch. Back with more after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. You can't count on much, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game live all season long. Kicking off with this Week 6 matchup this week between the LA Chargers and Miami Dolphins. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. You guys see a couple things happening in the NBA right now. We'll get back into the football on the other side, but yesterday it was announced that LeBron James is going to miss the start of the season. He has sciatica.
Yes, he hurt his booty.
He's had apparently a pinched nerve in his glute, and that, I guess, does that upgrade to sciatica? Is that how that works?
I think Leroy would probably know more than I would, to be honest.
LeBron, we're talking about LeBron. He's going to miss the next month with a sciatica.
So you know what sciatica is, right?
Well,
you ever have a pain that it's like almost in your upper butt, like almost your hip, and it shoots down your leg like a sharp pain? That's what sciatica is.
Can you fix that by hanging upside down like a bat?
So, yes, there's a lot of stuff you could do.
Boom.
Just depends on how bad it is.
Why did you say boom?
I'm a doctor, dude.
What? That doesn't mean you're a doctor.
I'm not a doctor. I've just had all the injuries. Wait, Tobin. Jordo said something that was hilarious, but not funny at the same time. You ready? Dart has already been checked 3 times for concussions in the blue tent. Him and running back might get CTE before the season is over.
Oh, for sure, dude. Those guys, let me tell you, those guys got to be making that wrestling guy on Twitter, the Chris Nowinski, who's like looking to charge the Dolphins with murder.
Yeah,
he's already circling the Giants. He's trying to figure everything out with them. You know, I saw yesterday. Brian Dable was asked about, hey, why did you go in the blue tent? He goes, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I wanted to see if he was gonna come back in the game.
he was yelling at the doctor.
He should have been basically like, did you guys see Russell Wilson out there for the snaps that he was out there?
Or Jameis. Jameis will never get a shot.
That was crazy.
Jameis is that security blanket that everybody wants but hopes they never have to use.
He's
because you know he could go in there and light it up. Dude's got an arm, but there's that other Jameis.
Definitely feels like Russell Wilson's career ends with one more stint in Cleveland, and then it's their career. That's it.
Cleveland. Why are you wishing that?
Oh, you know he's going to Cleveland.
Oh, he's going to Cleveland, dude.
Because they already had Jameis.
The Heat did team bonding yesterday. They're back at practice today. Yesterday, Tyler Herro took the team out on a boat day.
Oh, great.
What do you mean, oh, great?
Oh, that's what they mean now.
You know, the last crew that got on the boat got in trouble. And I'm not even talking about the Vikings. I'm talking about, remember the Giants?
Oh, dude. Who feels like they get in most trouble on the boat day? Because I'm going Jovic. Feels like he plays too much.
Yeah, I'd say Jovic for sure.
You know, Jovic is like, ooh, a shark. We don't have those in Serbia. We get a closer look. That's a nice team bonding thing.
Was that like this is
Jaime. Hey,
this like
did they tell Jaime? Man, he didn't get bubble guts shaking on the boat.
Maybe he has one of those patches.
Don't eat nothing, Jaime.
Okay, so this wasn't like deep sea fishing. This was like, let's hang out.
I think it was just a hangout party. I don't think they were.
Go back to the first picture.
Which one? The one of them.
The very first one.
First.
Why didn't it catch a marlin or something?
Dude, that looked like a fishing boat.
I'm gonna fish.
Hey, the only fish you catch in little bikinis and hanging out on the beach.
I like how they're like, "Hey guys, picture," and Andrew Wiggins is like, "Nah." He goes, "No thanks." So you got Jovic.
Why? Look, everybody got their shirt on. I guess Jovic did some crunches.
Yeah.
So he like, nah. And why is he in a bathing suit? Dude, it ain't that type of boat.
Oh no, there's some who went swimming. Now I know what you're going to say about the guys who went swimming because
All intangibles.
no, you don't know that, dude.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Hey,
all the
yes,
intangibles.
hey, Marcos, look at me.
No, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through the list. Bam. Wiggins. He's from Canada. He ain't jumping in that water.
Doesn't he want to take a picture?
Davion.
All right, well, let's
Look at
take
that.
a look.
Look.
Let's see.
Look. Who's
We
that
got-
right there?
that's
The black
Precious.
dude holding on, making
Precious.
sure he don't get close to the water.
Precious Achua is the only guy near the water, near the intangibles.
Everybody else taking another
Then
picture.
you have Vlad Golden, Pella, Jovic, and I'm guessing that's Jaime. So
Who's this closest to us with the
the vest,
yeah.
that's Pella.
Oh yeah, because he ain't from them parts. You know
Pella's
what
like,
I'm
I
saying? He
can't
ain't-
swim, but I want to go in.
Yeah. Nope. Y'all crazy. I'm telling you.
It's gotta
Precious
be.
is like, nah.
Hmm.
Like I'm just telling you. That it ain't look. It's okay to make fun of our differences,
What?
right? We are different in that way.
Hold on, we got this one. Hold on. All right, Keyshawn looks like he jumped in.
Oh,
Is it? You know he mixed, right?
Well,
which means he'll do it, but close to the shore though.
Yeah. No, that's not close to the shore. That's you got a couple hundred feet of water that far out.
Oof.
Yeah. I don't know. Hey, hops don't work in water, buddy. you can have mad athleticism. That shark is the king of the water.
Didn't see Drew Smith there. Didn't get an invite, huh?
I think everybody got the invite. I don't know where he was.
Oh, sure.
Let's see. You got a
I'm
dominoes
playing
game.
dominoes on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Now, look, let me throw this out there.
What's that?
This is where the 9 intangibles was hanging out while they were swimming.
Uh,
It's okay. It's okay.
Tyler's there.
Huh?
Tyler's there.
We just watching.
Nah.
Tyler ain't playing no dominoes, dude. Come on.
He's just, if he's the host, he's just making sure everybody's having a good time at the party.
The only person that may play dominoes is Jaime. But I don't know how far his, lineage goes.
This is Khalil looking at all the intangibles jumping in the water.
Hey, look out. Hey, I could see all the veins in his arm. He holding on to that rail so hard.
He's like, oh no.
He's like, y'all all right? y'all look.
You think Khalil's looking? He goes, "Oh no, is that Spo coming to us on a jet ski?"
Hey, he go. I'd rather go on the basketball court and play defense. Hey, come on, man. I'm telling you, like it's okay. It's okay. That's just things y'all like to do. Jump in random bodies of water and go swimming.
Definitely in this picture, it looks like.
Look.
oh man, socks
He is so far from getting wet. That's look. Wiggins too.
Oh,
Wiggins
Wiggins
ain't even got on flip-flops.
I don't know whose shorts those are, but it looks like maybe Nico, and they're all looking at him like, "Oh, you're going in the water." Davion, Khalil, and Andrew Wiggins are like, "Mm-mm."
All I know is look, all the 3 other 9 intangibles looking at the 1 half intangible in disgust. That's what that is.
No, if anybody's looking like if there's 2 people on the team that are probably like playing in the water too much, it's definitely Nico and Golden. And it feels like Nico feels like he's gonna run out, he's gonna swim after a manatee, and he's just gonna be like, "It'll grant me wishes."
Do they do that also? Is that another thing they do?
Hey, dude, I'm telling you, look, it was supposed to be team bonding, but the events were team separating, right? All the intangibles in the water, all the 9 intangibles playing dominoes underneath the cover. But that's okay. That's okay. They took the picture together at least.
Yeah.
And you could tell, look, the 9 intangibles wasn't even close to getting in the water. Shoes and socks. Look at Bam. Look at Bam. Look, they all looking over like, don't get too close. You might fall in.
Why are you high diving off of the top shelf, Pella?
Yeah, I'm telling you. This is like, what Bam, you want me to tell you what Bam thinking right now? White folks crazy. That's what he's saying right now. Right? Is
Al
that
Magus.
Davion behind him?
I think that's Trevor Keels.
Oh, okay.
He's a
Davion got
tryout guy.
Yeah. But man, like, yeah, that's crazy right there. But they look like they have fun. I like the one thing that I would say about the Heat before last year, right?
Mhm.
No matter what went on with that team, they always had a bond, right? Because they never put each other in tough spots and situations. They could always stay the course. Last year was not only a test on Heat culture, but that whole situation tested friendships because, it's okay to say that's my guy. It's another thing to go on that floor and say, I'm going to give everything for my guy. And that's kind of the thing that the Heat have always had. So when Jimmy did what he did, even though everybody understood it,
Right.
that was kind of a culture shock as to, wait a minute, I thought he was going to come out here and just ball and deal with that on his own.
Jarrell
And
says,
that's the part that was tough.
Jarrell says Ware got called out by Spo for not swimming with the team.
No, he didn't.
Hmm.
He said, I'll take the 0 on this one, coach. Like, you think Spo getting in that water?
Spo seems like a water guy. I'm saying Spo's going in the water.
That's the next question. That's what I'm going to ask next time I see him.
All right.
Well, he wasn't on the boat, though.
No, he wasn't on the boat. That's Players Day.
Okay. So
Players Day.
No, so it was pretty. It was we pretty much knew or had an idea of what was going to happen on that boat if there was swimming in the ocean. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, yo, look, I can swim.
You don't know that
I'm
Andrew
not
Wiggins
getting in
doesn't
that
love to
ocean.
swim. Andrew Wiggins might love to swim.
He looked
And it was he looked wait. Is there anybody who looked farther away from swimming? He probably say my keys, my purse, my shoes, my socks. He said, I want to, but I can't do it right now. And he ain't even yell. He was like,
guys, you get back to me on that, guys.
Yeah, y'all go ahead. Because he kind of laid back. Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead on and let this one slip. Go ahead.
Because no, that's you, Casperish. You get
Look,
it, dude.
Look at them. They just looking in shock. And one is whispering to the other one, ain't he a brother? He jumping like all crazy like that?
He hasn't taken off his book bag yet.
No.
First,
Look at that. Look, you can tell them three ain't doing nothing. At least the other two look like they took off their shoes.
They all got socks. They're all going.
They all got socks on.
What are you doing with there's boat shoes? Aren't there boat shoes? I feel like there's boat shoes.
What? Dude, clearly you have never been on a boat.
Oh, there's boat shoes. What are those called? Sperry's? Sperry's are boat shoes, right? Oh, you guys
wears, if the only thing you will wear on a boat if you're gonna get in the water is like some flip-flops or something. So you can slide them off. But if you got socks on, you're not committed to the water. Let's just put it that way.
We'll take a break. Back after this.
Welcome back to the Tobin and Leroy show. We finally got rid of him, Leroy. We finally got rid of him, dude. Frog Boy here on a Frog Boy Friday. Leroy, I missed you, buddy. I missed you.
What's been up?
You know, just hanging out in the city of Davie, enjoying life. Enjoying life if you can. How are you? How are you? Is there any pool issues that you're currently having? Is your
I haven't been in my pool in a while because I need a new heater. But
you need a heater in a temperature like an atmosphere like this, like a bath.
It's going to be a low of 70 on Sunday.
Oh,
I don't even believe you. I gotta see it to believe it.
Yeah, that's true.
You realize who you talking to, right?
Gotta see it to believe it.
Okay.
I feel like that's too good to be true.
Okay.
How dare you question the weather?
Hit yourself with the -1 for
why?
It's true.
Came back late for the
-1.
Fair enough. There's a tardiness one now there, Marcos.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna hit you with hobnobbery, but tardiness is probably even better. Man, did he question any of these? Like, you guys?
Yes. By the way he said
Tardiness.
Ooh. Oh, Mike B.
Let us get to a weather update from the weather.
Now you want weather. Now you want weather from your boy.
Sponsored by Chill Zone AC, featuring the reliably rude AC systems. Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com.
It looks rather gloomy outside at the current moment. It is. I'm gonna go with mostly cloudy. It looks like it's gonna rain, so I would just prepare for it. Looks like it must be that cold front coming through, or what have you. The leaves are hardly moving, so I can't tell which way the breeze is coming from. So I'm gonna say it's a very light breeze. Temperatures are muggy and in the low to mid 80s. And I would say get ready for some rain. It doesn't look like thunderstorms, though. It just looks like regular rain. So you might get, instead of that passing 5-minute, 15-minute hard shower, you might get a good 25, 30-minute just rain. Because that's what it looks like here. Because I don't see, like, it just looks cloudy.
How'd you do, Frog Boy?
Lot of rain out there. Lot of rain. Scattered thunderstorms, isolated thunderstorms, normal rain, cloudy, few showers. Just a lot.
I would just say that it's when a weatherman gives a weather report, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's going big picture, right? I am only concerned with my area.
Understood.
Because that's where I'm golfing.
Totally fair.
So it'll be my report will be a little more effective because I'm involved in it. Instead of an overall South Florida view. I'm gonna tell you, as much as I love Jennifer, like on Saturday and Sunday, I don't care what the weather's doing in down there in North Cuba. Right? I just want to know what's happening here in my area. So when I look outside, that's the weather I'm giving you. It's going to rain.
We'll take a Leroy's Fancy coming on up. Let's get to some headlines brought to you by Doral Hyundai, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Hyundai and DoralHyundai.com. Cats win last night over the Philadelphia Flyers, 2-1 filthy. Anton Lundell, let's hear Doug Plagens last night. He had the power play goal for the Cats. Here's Mr. Lasolis putting it in the net.
Here's Evan Rodriguez up the right side into the circle, finds a man, a shot, they score, and it's Anton Lundell. A power play goal, and the Panthers are on the board first.
Much better from the first unit, and then the second unit steps on the ice and just does it off a rush.
Been doing it all right. The power play has been working for the Cats thus far, but Brad Marchand, first season fully with the Florida Panthers. He is getting off to a hot start for the Cats. Here was him putting the Cats up 2-1.
Flyers regather control. Pass through center, intercepted. Petrie to Greer. In go the Panthers. Now a shot from the far circle, and Luke Cunningham just missed high. Here on the near side, a drive, and they score! Through traffic, it's Brad Marchand. He lets a wrister fly, and the Panthers take the lead. It's 2-1. Brad Marchand from along the left wing board.
He's good. Paul Maurice, this is what he had to say on the Cats getting a 2-1 win. Here's the Panthers head coach.
I think we're generating enough, and that's kind of the expectation, that we will probably score a little less right now. And hopefully we don't have to give up less. That's the bigger ask from our blue line, especially in our goalie, because you take a Selke out of your lineup, right? You should give up more, but the penalty kill was really good again tonight, so that's a real positive. There was enough generated, certainly in the last game, that we would expect to score a little bit more, but we're fine with that, in that 2-1 is a game you have to learn how to win. That you're not getting a lot of looks. There's not a lot of clean offense, so we don't want to open the game up to try to find it, and we didn't do that tonight.
You know that 2-1 puts him in the mood.
Oh, yeah.
You know that Paul Maurice likes that 2-1 filthy.
Yeah.
2-1 filthy.
Brad Marchand, this is what he had to say afterwards on Lundy and how he's impressed with the 23-year-old continuing to get better.
He's been very fortunate to be part of the group that he has been. It allows you to grow up and mature and feel the game out a lot quicker. You got to give him a lot of credit because he's taken the steps to work on it and really focus on being that great player that he is, and learn how to play two sides of the puck. But he definitely seems much older than he is, and he's only going to get better. I mean, that kid's got a bright future.
Yeah, there you go, Mr. Lasolis. Looking good so far. They'll be back at it tomorrow at 7 o'clock. The Cats are taking on Brady Tkachuk and the Ottawa Senators. Did you see Brady Tkachuk taking on 3 Tampa Bay Lightning yesterday, Leroy?
Of course he is, because he's a Tkachuk.
That's so great.
They beat the Lightning 5-4, and then Brady Tkachuk he fought all of the Lightning. So he is just all of them. So we got that coming in. We'll have no brother-on-brother fight. So, had a weird one. So who's, I guess so Keith Tkachuk's rooting against us tomorrow. It's weird.
You think he roots for Brady?
And Matthew's not playing, right? Like,
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
It's all right. Well, I'll forgive it. Papa. It's all right.
Yeah.
You're allowed. The Heat, they'll be back on the practice court. Actually, they might be finishing up now or getting around to it. But the Heat, they had an off day yesterday. They will resume practice today. They'll practice tomorrow. Then they'll have some preseason action on Sunday against the Orlando Magic. That's at 6 o'clock.
A little early, huh?
I think so. I forgot what time they practice. I couldn't remember if they finished practicing now or if they're probably in the middle of it. They're probably
Are they all day though? Do they do then they go watch film and then come back and do some other stuff, or is
like are there 2 days?
I'm thinking camp is a full day of work.
I don't think this is camp anymore. I think camp's only at FAU. That's camp. And then
3 days?
Camp's 3 days. And then that's it. No, I think today's just a regular practice.
All right.
Yeah, it said they started practicing at 10.
Oh man.
Oh,
no.
A win.
You know what I just found out?
It's fine.
What happened?
Ricky Hatton.
What?
Ricky Hatton.
Ricky Hatton's been dead for like 2 weeks, dude.
I know, but
You just found that out? I'm pretty sure I sent that in the chat.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure I sent that in the chat.
No. I would have remembered. I would have.
Sure.
You might not have been.
No!
Did they say? Did they reveal cause? Like, is that why you found that out?
The funeral was today, I think.
Yeah. No, it was tough. Ricky Hatton did deal with a lot of demons and a lot of stuff mentally.
It's the Irish fighters, man. Just the fact that what they go through to get to the top is always like almost a street fight type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, he lived really hard. He lived really hard, and he was kind of notorious for blowing up during when he was out. He was nicknamed Ricky Hatton. He would really this is a guy who fought at 140, all the way up to 147, and he would balloon up. But it was really sad because it seemed I think he was going to train for a fight, or his son was going to train, and there was some talks that he was going to make a comeback, one of those last minute comebacks, and then he tragically was found dead. So pretty wild. Pretty wild. That's also Arturo Gotti's son passed away as well. That was also tragic. His 17-year-old
That was
son.
tragic. That was indeed tragic. I saw that story. That was rough.
Yeah.
This Chase that said, "Do any boxers die old?" Muhammad Ali was pretty old when he died.
Yeah, some boxers die old, but there are plenty. There are a lot that tragically die early too. So
Yeah,
feel bad for Ricky.
it's a tough. It's a
Feel
look.
bad that you just found out.
It's not the easiest of life.
No,
Every fighter I know, like we see them when they're on top of their game, but what they go through to get to that point, it's a long and arduous road.
thing that hurt me the most with Ricky was that the paparazzi over there like set him up, or somebody set him up with stuff to catch him doing drugs with a lady of the night and stuff like that, and really smearing his name when I didn't really see what the point of that was. But he this is a guy who was beloved. There was a lot of great tributes when he passed away. Man City, who he was always a big fan of, would do the Ricky Hatton chants, and he would come out to their theme song for the fights. So it's been a lot of great tributes along the way. But that guy, upset to win the title against Costa Zoo, and then he got these 2 monster fights against Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, which he did lose, brutal knockout losses, but like he wasn't even supposed to climb to those ranks.
Right.
It was a big time underdog story. Anyway, sad for Ricky Hatton.
Yeah.
The Dolphins, they'll be back on the practice field today, getting some final tune-ups. Tua did fully participate yesterday, so that's good news. He looks like there's no worries that he's going to miss the game, even though he's on the injury report with a thumb and a hip injury.
They just have to do that. They have to do that because if something comes up, they get fined.
And the Chargers, 3.5-point road favorites going.
Remember, Tom Brady was on it for like 8 years.
Yes, I do remember that. Sure, Bill Belichick misses those days of finagling the injury report.
Hey,
when life was simple.
He wish he had guys that were good enough that it mattered if they were hurt.
We'll take a break. Back after this.
Miami Sport.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. You got the WNBA finals resuming tonight. You got the Aces up 3-0 on the Mercury. 8 o'clock is your tip-off tonight, and they will try and put that puppy away. Asia Wilson with the game winner last time around. You think Bam's flying out after practice?
He should.
Why not?
Maybe see a little bit of winning basketball.
It's the deciding.
That's very strong. I mean, I don't understand why you got to do that. Why do you
got
got
the winless Heat?
I mean, what do you mean? It's preseason. What are we talking about here? Are people really? Did you not see Kasparas Yakachonis and Kalel Ware? Those were good. Those were good things.
It was good things in a loss.
I don't understand this. Never has anybody cared about the regulars, the preseason record.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Hey,
I don't understand.
You've come in here after both preseason games.
Yeah.
Feeling yourself a little bit.
That's not true.
And if at any point in time I would have said it's just preseason,
right,
you would have called me Leroy Raincloud.
But you're not. You're sitting here. You're just looking at the result. I'm here looking at things that are actually going to matter.
Results don't matter.
I mean, with games where Trevor Keels and Jameer Young are playing in, not really, dude. No.
Okay. Again, you can't have it both ways.
I can.
You can't come in here all excited about a preseason game and then 2 days later say it's just a preseason game. Because if I had said that, you would have said, "Oh, Leroy Raincloud."
I just think that you need to be, how should I say this? Show more discretion in what you should be concerned about.
Like you?
I'm not being a phony.
Yes, you are.
So let me get this straight. If I would have come in fired up because they won at the buzzer and it was some G leaguer we had never heard of, you wouldn't have made fun of that?
I would have said that's fun. Anytime, just seeing a buzzer beater is fun.
You're such a liar.
Yes, I did. Dude.
You are such a fraud.
Wait a minute. Marcos.
You are such a fraud.
Marcos.
This is the
Marcos,
biggest piece
let me say this.
This is the biggest crock of bleep I've heard in my life.
Marcos, let me say this.
Yeah.
I am the person that always talks about sports being sports so that you can watch any two competitions. If it's exciting at the end,
sure,
you'll watch it.
Yeah.
I've always said that.
Mr. Wake you up in January when it comes to the NBA. That's what you would do for a G leaguer having a buzzer beater in the preseason. Your reaction would be, that's fun.
Yeah. That sounds like
minus one for fraudulence, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. There is no way in hell.
-1.
No way. In any way, shape, or form, if we came in here, okay, and Myron Gardner had a buzzer beater, that you would have been like, that was fun, baby.
Okay.
For fraudulence.
Now, no. We're making a couple of assumptions. Okay. First, you're assuming Leroy is watching that preseason game.
That's right.
Right.
I already know that's a no.
Okay, then. So why would I get all excited about something I never saw?
You just said you would.
No, I wouldn't.
You just admitted it.
No, I didn't.
You just said, "Oh, I would have," and I know that that's not true.
I said if I was watching it.
Okay, no. Let's.
I like watching sports.
Semantic samurai.
Oh my goodness!
You like the new buttons.
This is so good.
So good. Woo.
Why, you got to take a deep breath to hit the next segment of buttons?
For deflecting.
He sounds hoarse giving all these out.
Jarrell says, that's not true. Practice is for practice. Preseason is for experimenting, and Spo has failed with some of these lineups. I know we're injured, he says, but you tell me, because I saw mid to bad play. I will admit that the starters did not look good last game. I can admit that. But I guess I was more – I guess the way I would say it is I outweigh seeing the two last first-round picks
it would go the other way
together.
If you outweigh.
I outweigh that to Bam and the starters look like bleep.
Well, and here's another reason why I resist watching preseason games. Because of Bam's comments.
Where he said he wasn't going to try and score?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was annoying.
Like,
no.
Dude,
Well,
It
he
ain't
tried
like-
last game. He did
It
try.
ain't like you've been averaging 27 and 10.
Yeah, he tried last game, and they just didn't go in until the end. He had a walk off.
Whoa.
What?
Tobin outweighs a lot of things. Damn.
Well, you know,
I
so
mean, I
walk
feel
into
like
that one.
that.
objectively a point.
Point for Twitcher.
We'll take a break. When we come back, it is time, ladies and gentlemen, to go over the Week 6 NFL slate. By the way, the Giants are being investigated for protocol infringement on concussion last night.
Because wait, can I just say it didn't help none that the two guys who were said to be in concussion protocol were acting a damn fool last night.
Did you not see Cam Scatterbu just strip naked next to Fitzpatrick? They're like, he always acts like that. You can't judge.
Right, but what
Scatterbu.
about Dart, the guy who's supposed to be cool, calm, and collected?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
He's sitting here doing TikTok dances in the end zone every single time. All right, Jackson, how many fingers am I holding up? Bruh. He's good.
Good answer. Good answer.
He's good.
He's good. He's fine. He's fine.
Cam, how many?
Hey, you know what? This is what he said. He said, hey, Jackson, how many fingers am I holding up? He goes, Russell Wilson.
He's good. He's good. You got him in there.
Let him out there. Robbie says Dayball was yelling at the concussion guy. No, he certainly was, and then admitted that when he was on the podium. So I don't think they're going to win this case.
Dayball was yelling at the independent concussion guy?
What? Oh, yeah. Hey, when's it going to be finished over here? We got a game. Do you see it, Russell Wilson out here?
Oh, my goodness.
Does he got it or not?
Hey, this is not going to end well.
You see Brian Dable immediately takes smelling salts out of his pocket. He's good. He's good.
Like he's got.
Oh.
How's about a little treat, Scatterboo?
Oh, I like that. Cam Scatterboo put smelling salts in his coffee.
Dude, he's. Oh my.
What do you get? Like, does Brian Dable just go right into the investigators and be like, so how much is this fine going to be? What is it, 100K? Just let me write the check.
I mean,
right now.
first of all, you can't yell at the independent concussion guy, right? That is, look, you just ring that one up and then we're going, because you can't.
Dayball
You are not there to persuade the independent concussion guy.
Dayball's like, listen, I know we're in sensitive times right now. How's about I double it up for the old concussion foundation?
You think 10 years after Scatterboo playing, him and Dayball going to look alike?
Take a break. We'll tickle Leroy's fancy next.
I'm Johnny Gadget.
It is time, ladies and gentlemen, to Tickle Leroy.
My fancy is tickled.
Go around the Week 6 NFL slate. Mike McDaniel, by the way, speaking at the podium right now.
Who cares?
Who cares? He did just a couple of injury notes. Aaron Brewer.
Yes.
He heard from that sack he got?
No, I don't know. He's got a pec injury. He's been
because the only person he actually hit was Tua.
Well, he is Mike McDaniel unsure if he's able to go.
Can we just like, as much as we made fun of Florida blocking each other last year.
Yep.
Are we letting Brewer get a pass on this second tour?
No.
I mean, because he did everything but put him in a baby Bjorn and rock him to sleep. Did he not?
Almost put him to sleep. Either way, could be Daniel Brunskill snapping the ball for you Dolphins. So, yeah, he's a backup lineman.
When is
at least that's who they got listed, because I think
we listen.
Myers, we do not judge.
And we do not judge.
Mm-hmm.
When's Eichenberg coming back?
I don't think he is, dude.
Really?
I don't think so. They haven't said that he's close. They haven't said that Austin Jackson's close. They haven't said that any of these guys are close.
How can we have so many injured players?
It's a wonder. Anywho, let's get to Tickle My Fancy. And at 1 o'clock, Leroy, the LA Chargers visit the Miami Dolphins. And the Chargers are 3.5-point favorites. Tickle your fancy?
Yes. A lot of injured players. I just want to see the Dolphins offensively scheme better. I really do.
My fancy is tickled.
2 games ago, they moved Tua around. Everybody was all over. It looked didn't it look crisp, even though the game was close, right? The offense looked like it was doing something. And then we went back the next week and just sat like a sitting duck in the pocket. You can't do both? Can't you do both?
Mm.
And so, like, yeah, man, I just want, and because for the life of me, we've seen this team perform offensively. We've seen them. And so you can't tell me they're not good enough to have some success. It's just frustrating me that they're not. There's one thing to not be good enough and not have success. You can say they're not that good. Okay. But to say they have talent and not have success, the way they run the ball, the way they can throw the ball, it's baffling to me.
Robbie says Hampton out for the Chargers. 2nd week in a row, backup running back runs for 200 yards.
Yep. Hassan Haskins.
Oh,
Michigan guy.
Chili pepper?
Listen, I like yikes. Now, I will say this. Last week, the running back did have 1,000 yards last year. So it wasn't a scrub.
My favorite was, we'll hear from Anthony Weaver, but he was like, they should have just been like 10-yard runs. They all just ended up being 40-yarders. Big Spot! Wow.
What a sighting.
Happy Friday.
Yeah. She walking the dogs.
Oh, that's awesome. I did admit we have another international game this week, Leroy. The Denver Broncos take on the New York Jets.
Can I just say this?
Take your fancy?
So here's when you know it's important to me. Vikings, Browns.
Mm-hmm.
I brought my iPad. I hook it to the front of my my golf cart. I run it through my speaker. We got football, baby, at 9:30 in the morning.
Love it.
I could give a rat's ass about this early game. Like, you asking me Denver and the Jets?
Wow.
No.
Fancy not tickled.
Well, the Jets are winless. So there's that.
And
what about at 1 o'clock? The 2-3 Arizona Cardinals visit the surprising 4-1 Indianapolis Colts, who are 7.5-point favorites. Take your fancy?
So here's what I have to do now when I watch football on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Got to keep one in the holster. that means when the game you watch it goes awry, you got a game in the holster. I'm interested to see. I am like, my point of franchises ruining quarterbacks is coming to fruition if Daniel Jones ends up balling out.
Fruition?
Fruition.
Sure about that?
What's the word then?
Isn't fruition?
Fruition?
Yeah.
Hold on, I got this one, guys. I got this one. Hold on. one of my new buttons that I saw. Oh yeah, I was waiting for this one. Let's hit him off with, of course, you gotta hit him with this first.
-1 for butchering English.
It's fruition.
Yeah,
that's not what you said.
I said what?
You made it a disease.
It's a
Fruition. Fruition. All right. All right.
By the way,
listen. The whole point of communicating is that you know what the person is trying to say. And everybody knew what I was saying.
For deflecting.
I'm not deflecting.
What about the 3-2 New England Patriots visiting the New Orleans Saints, who are 1-4 on the year? Take your fancy?
No.
All right. Well, fair enough.
No.
Fancy not tickled.
Well, certainly you must be excited for this rivalry game. The Cleveland Browns at 1-4 take on your favorite, Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 6.5-point favorites. Take your fancy?
Pittsburgh's a 6.5-point favorite?
6.5-point favorite, my friend.
I'm chili pepper in this one.
Wow.
Where they playing? They on the road or at home?
No, it's at home. It's in Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh? I'm chili pepper in this.
Cleveland is a plus 230 on the money line if you just think they straight up win.
I might do so. Because here, listen. The reason why Pittsburgh can't give up that many points is because the defense will keep them in the game. Right? They may not be able to score, but it may be close. So I say a little chili pepper, Cleveland under. Sounds good? Yeah. And Pittsburgh hasn't been stopping anybody either. Let's not make it sound like their defense has been on point.
What about the Dallas Cowboys visiting the Carolina Panthers? Dallas is a 3.5-point road favorite. Take your fancy?
Still 1 o'clock?
Still 1 o'clock. Yeah, sorry.
No.
All right. What about this 1 o'clock matchup? The Seattle Seahawks are visiting the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seahawks 3-2, Jags 4-1. Seattle is a 1.5-point road favorite.
That's a long trip.
Long trip, dude.
They might already be there or on their way.
Just can't get fancy.
Yes, about Jacksonville.
I'm with you. Just not there yet. Sorry.
I'm not there yet. Even though they're four.
Respectfully.
Look at this.
What?
Nick T.
What do you
Kick
say?
rocks.
Nick T says, what does your infruition say about this one, Leroy?
For YouTuber.
Oh man, the LA Rams are 3-2, and they are visiting everybody's favorite banged up squad, the Baltimore Ravens, 1-4. LA, a 7.5-point road favorite. Tickle your fancy?
No, but I have a feeling that and forget the injuries. I'm gonna say this: that defense has been sucking all year. And that's something we never thought we'd say about a Baltimore Ravens defense. Is that fair?
I would agree with that.
They've given up more points than I've seen them give up. And it has nothing to do with Henry. It has nothing to do with Lamar. It has to do with that defense and what they are not. They can't stop nobody.
They've given up 40
points. Yeah.
I know it's not maybe all defense, but these are the final scores. They lost 41-40. 38-30, 37-20, 44-10.
Right. Think about that. That's about as many points as they giving up a whole year.
You might not be wrong on that.
Right. So regardless, while we sitting here talking about, oh, well, Lamar's out, Lamar ain't the reason why they've been giving up all them points. Their defense has been terrible. I'm going to go ahead and say the Rams cover. Never thought I'd say this.
What about we start the late games, 4:05.
All right.
The Tennessee Titans visit the Las Vegas Raiders.
Can I just say, can I give moderate to medium because I want to see what Cam does?
That's the only reason.
Yeah.
So if you didn't
I have
Cam
no
Ward,
interest in this game whatsoever, but I just really like Cam so much and how he handles himself that every time he plays a game, I want to watch him play.
we have at 4:25 the fighting Joe Flacco's, the Cincinnati Bengals are visiting the Green Bay Packers.
13 points.
14.5 points at Lambeau Field.
Okay. Let me say something.
When did that even happen?
Y'all remember how I was and how I tell a story about how many problems I had. Imagine being the play caller. Okay? Just remember the stories I told about not knowing checks and stuff like that. And then, now, here's what I would say about this. And this is the perfect spot for Joe Flacco.
Wily old vet.
Joe Flacco gonna throw for 350 yards. Right? Y'all gonna be like, wow, Joe Flacco.
Amazing.
Dude, I'm telling you, he did it with the Browns. He won comeback player of the year. He only played 5 games.
He also could get murdered by Micah Parsons because he's going to be sitting duck behind that offensive line.
Hey, you remember the last person like Micah that got after him? He ordered the check.
Kiko Alonso did that to him.
He ordered the check. Dude,
my fancy's kind of tickled.
My fancy's tickled for this reason.
My fancy is tickled.
I don't know if Green Bay. Well, here's the problem. I just talked about how bad Baltimore's defense was. Cincinnati's defense is worse. So if you get caught into a shootout, it could end up being blowout city because Micah's on the other side and gets a couple of sacks. Or it could be a shootout.
Possible. Yeah, we did.
If I had to go, how about you just go to over? What's the over? 57?
50. I'm sorry. The over under in this is 44.5.
That's it?
Huh.
Man, I thought it'd be into the 50s. Are they just
Cincinnati
saying that Joe Flacco just not going to be? I'm telling you, these are the spots.
Got some good receivers.
Hey, let me say this, and I'm going to repeat it over and over again because I'm familiar with Joe Flacco's work. This is a Joe Flacco moment.
He's got it. He's always got it in him.
This is a Joe Flacco moment. Get out of the car and tell Cincinnati Bengals fans, hold my beer and go throw for 400.
Jamar Chase down there somewhere.
Yeah. So I wouldn't give up 14. I would be more inclined to go over. But now I'm intrigued because I done talked Joe Flacco up. And
Since he's plus 800 if you just want him to straight up win on the money line. If you're
I don't know because they don't have Cleveland won by holding them 10 points. Cincinnati ain't holding them to 10 points.
We got a couple of 4-1 teams going at it. The San Francisco 49ers.
Surprise 4-1.
The
right?
Tampa
Surprise
Bay.
4-1.
Yeah. Especially with their
injuries.
Especially with their injuries, yeah. And then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a lot of people trumpeting Baker Mayfield for MVP.
Yep.
So they will face off. Tampa Bay's a 3.5 point favorite at Raymond James. Does this game tickle your fancy?
Tampa's a 3.5 point favorite?
Yes.
The hook always gets you.
Always.
I'm a big fan of Baker Mayfield because I always become a big fan of players that organizations give up on knowing what their situation was. They know that man was hurt. He gave them everything he had, and they said, have a nice life. So if it were any other team, I'd root against that team every week. But it's Cleveland, and I like Cleveland. So, but I am a fan of Baker Mayfield. The dude's a dog. Like, say what you want about him. He does have a cannon, and if you close at the end of a game, there's a lot of people that have a lot of faith in what he can do at the end of a football game because he's done it.
Just for updates for everybody who's watching the quarterback situation, Purdy has not practiced, still dealing with that toe. He did some conditioning, and Mac Jones, he was limited in practice with a knee/oblique. So that is the quarterback situation for San Francisco.
Right.
But Mac Jones has looked good. Mac Jones has looked good. He is with his OG. Finally, on Sunday Night Football, we have the Detroit Lions visiting the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City 2-3, but still a 2.5-point favorite at home over the 4-1 Lions. Leroy, tickle your fancy?
Basically, what they're doing here is they're looking for any sign of Kansas City to get back to what they were, and they looked pretty good last week, including Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, sorry.
So they are kind of lending into that. I'm not going against Detroit. I can't do it. Like that team, if healthy, right, has been dominant for the last 2 years. Again, if healthy. So I'm going to take Detroit every day in this game. It should be a good game because Patrick Mahomes is a playmaker.
Then we got a couple of Monday night games. We got Bills at Falcons, 7:15. A lot of double headers this year.
On Monday night?
Yeah, Monday night doubleheader. Bills at Falcons.
They should play that game on Sunday so we can't get Chick-fil-A.
Oh, that's right. They do have a Chick-fil-A.
Yes, in the
building.
stadium. How can you have a Chick-fil-A in a stadium that plays all their games on Sunday?
Well, not this night. You can get Chick-fil-A watching the Falcons as they host the Bills. Buffalo is a 4.5-point road favorite.
That's it?
Does this game tickle your fancy?
Yeah, like that seems kind of low. Atlanta has been playing terrible this year. Yeah, I'd probably be inclined to go ahead on and ride with the Bills.
Okay. All right. And then finally, our last game for week 6, the matchup of last year's number 1 pick and last year's number 2 pick at 8:15 on ABC. The Bears, Chicago Bears visit the Washington Commanders. Washington is a 4.5-point favorite. Does this game tickle your fancy?
Yeah, until halftime. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I go into these games with the enthusiasm of a football aficionado, only to be concussed by halftime. So I'm just being honest.
Crazy. Well, that is Tickle My Fancy. We'll take a break, get you caught up with your headlines. Mike McDaniel giving some injury updates. We'll get to that. And Anthony Weaver gave his true feelings on the Dolphins defense. We'll get to that as well. We're back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Get to our headlines this hour, brought to you by Doral Hyundai, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. Cats win last night. Florida Panthers beat the Flyers 2-1. Lundy and Marchand get a goal for the Cats. They'll be taking on the Ottawa Senators tomorrow at 7. The Miami Heat, they had a little team outing on a boat yesterday. They're back at practice today. Why are you scoffing at that?
You just shouldn't be having fun if you don't have a win.
I don't understand. What is this?
Oh, you don't understand? What happened? What we do last year, huh? We had a lot of turmoil. We had a unsuccessful season. What were we doing? We were drinking Bahama Mamas, playing dominoes as we watched the sunset. How did that help our season?
Not great.
You know what?
That was in the midst of camp, and that was, I think that was Jimmy Butler trying. That was him trying his best. He's like, I guess I'll like you guys. And then he decided, never mind.
Yeah. Andrew Wiggins won't even look at the picture. He won't even look at the camera as the picture is happening. You think these guys are bonding right now? Or
I do think they're bonding.
It was
they're bonding.
Day.
I think vibes are high right now.
Oh, you think
I think vibes are high right now, dude?
Oh, do you?
I would say the vibes are much higher than last year simply because they can just play basketball.
Yep.
However, doesn't mean that they're going to play good basketball.
Correct. I don't know.
That's the part that, they like the one thing I'll say about the Heat teams that very rarely since I've been watching Heat teams have you had problems in-house. Very rarely.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the sign of a good organization. So everybody's always gotten along that plays for the Heat and playing together and all for one and all that stuff. How good they are, that's a whole different discussion. So I think they'll be better because they'll be more, consistent. And Spo will be able to find what he has in the group and not hope that guys will, be active or whatever.
I just don't understand why Frogboy would be bothered with them having a little fun, baby.
Oh, look at me. I'm on a boat, winless.
Hey, again, on a boat, but not many of them are wearing swim trunks.
Anthony Chang, he just tweeted out that the Heat say that Davion Mitchell will be available to play in the preseason now because but he missed the first 3 preseason games with calf soreness. Simone Fontecchio limited, forget what he's dealing with, but Davion will be looking like he will be back for Sunday as the Heat will continue preseason action.
You think they'll start Powell and Davion?
Yes. Yeah, they started Drew Smith last game.
And Drew Smith and Davion are very similar players.
Yeah, I would say that Davion's probably got a little bit more punch offensively. But yeah, I think they got some similarities for sure. I mean, no thanks to this guy. He hasn't even acknowledged one time that he's been loud wrong about Drew Smith.
Oh, loud? What do you mean loud wrong?
Loud wrong.
Well, okay, fine. He's coming back from injury. I get that, but again. But him starting is probably the 4th to 5th best scenario. Right?
Keep in mind, Spo does something really unique when it comes to stuff like this. He will move a guy up that hasn't played in a month to a starting role to keep a role player in his role. You understand what I'm saying? So say if Tyler is out, say Davion's used to coming off the bench and playing on a second unit. He would do something like move Drew into the starting role so Davion could keep his.
He's done that before. I mean,
right.
Yeah, maybe not like a starting point guard, but they all of their guards were out. They were. He was just kind of,
especially in wings. On wings, you have the guy. Oh, so and so's getting a start. Like, yeah. So, like, just because Drew Smith started doesn't mean anything.
No, I mean, they were very banged up. But now everybody's pretty much back except for Tyler and Terry. So getting healthier for the Miami Heat. The Dolphins aren't getting healthier. Mike McDaniel saying today he's unsure if Aaron Brewer is going to be able to go. So that would be
good. Then Tua have one less sack.
You say that, but that's going to be now 3 backup offensive linemen and the worst rookie in the league.
What a whiff that has been. Leroy, I don't know if you've seen, because I know you like to go back to the Peyton Manning. His first year led the league in interceptions, and then he turned into Peyton Manning. Have you ever seen this with the offensive lineman be the absolute worst offensive lineman, and then somehow from that?
I'll say this. How do you know Patrick Paul wouldn't have been that?
How do I know that he wouldn't have been that? I don't know. I guess I don't.
But that's my
Do
point.
I think he would have been the worst?
I don't know because he didn't play. He was able to develop.
Could he just be like bottom 20?
I mean, you know what? And I'm gonna be fair to Jonathan Ogden. And I'm gonna say this about Jonathan Ogden. When he first got drafted, they moved him to guard.
Right. They did with Tunsil too.
And he was good, really good at guard. So when they moved him out to tackle, everybody was like, oh, this is a Hall of Fame.
They were talking about this yesterday because Jonah played the right side his entire college career or most of his college career. And they moved him to the left to play left guard. And their thinking was, oh, well, we want that to be the tandem for the long-term future. But
doesn't work that way.
Why not just put him on his comfortable side?
Here's the problem with that. Okay, and I'm not giving him any excuses, but I'm gonna tell you what it's like. It's if I took you to the batting cages and I said, I need a lefty, I want you to learn how to hit left-handed. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
Everything is opposite.
Yeah, maybe you could do it and you could get a couple of contacts, but you ain't gonna feel as comfortable.
Correct. And even with the hand you put down, the foot you put back, the drop that you take, it's all the reverse of what you've been doing your whole life.
Can I tell you something? This just reminded me of something yesterday. Mrs. Tobin comes up to me and she goes, do you think we would like golf? I was like,
dude,
what?
No.
Dude, inspiration.
Dude, let me tell you now. Okay. You my boy. I care about your well-being. I tell my wife, golf for me is like you going with your girls to get your nails done. Right? I don't ask, can I go get your nails done? Don't ask if you can come golfing. Right?
Hey, yeah, but here's the thing. I don't like golf. And
right,
so she comes to me with the idea, she's in one of these, let's get a hobby together. And I'm like,
go play pickleball.
Your idea was golf?
Go play pickleball.
I can see the Tobins playing pickleball.
Yep.
She did mention pickleball too. I said I would be open to pickleball. I said golf, no way, Jose.
Because here's what happens.
Maybe like a top golf. I'll go drinking with you.
No, it doesn't. Balls. Dude, let me tell you something. There is only one thing more frustrating at times than doing a show with you. That's golf. Just think about, you ever had something in your life, the harder you try, the worse you perform at it?
She literally only wants to get it. I think I was like, did you just think of this because you want to do the golf outfits? Because she said this about tennis before.
No, I'm telling you, all the women that go to the golf course, right? I don't know if they could golf, but they fits are nice.
They dress to the nines.
Matching everything. And let me tell you, from shoes to the skirts, and I don't care how old you are, every man, because of that little bitty short, knowing you got shorts underneath there, still look. Right? From that to the top to the hat, each outfit, unless you get outfits that match one pair of shoes, gonna cost you a couple of $100.
Crazy.
Yes. Oh no. Oh my God.
D-Rup says, that's random, like Tobin saying he doesn't trust llamas. Yeah, I know. He said batting cages, and then I thought about it, lefty hitting, and I was just like, yeah, I got to tell you about this story that happened yesterday.
No, but no, that's just like out of the blue.
I was just like, what?
Marcos, yesterday, we were having a conversation, and Tobin goes, I don't trust llamas. It's just like, we're like, what?
Why don't you trust llamas?
Just look at them, dude. They just always up the top, man. Come on. Got that face.
And then wait, who was it? Who was it that said, I can't tell the difference between, was it Jay Fink said, I can't tell the difference between an alpaca and a llama.
I don't know what the difference is between a llama and
Yeah,
an alpaca.
one makes a nice coat that you got to blot, and the other one doesn't.
We'll take
That's
a
the
break.
baddest I have ever seen Denzel in any movie he has ever done, even in a movie where he kills everybody.
Oh, what a great way to go. What a great way to go. We'll take a break, get back into the Dolphins. Anthony Weaver had some comments on the defense. Boy, they're bad. We'll get to that coming up on the other side. Welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on a Friday. It's a Vice Shirt Friday. Let's get to 15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored, brought to you by the Lexus TX. Room for all your passions in 3 rows of luxurious comfort. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. The Dolphins are getting ready for the Chargers. And Anthony Weaver, he took us into his mind watching that debacle that was Sunday against the Panthers. Let's hear from Anthony Weaver on what it was like watching film.
I give myself 24 hours, right? There's 24 hours where certainly there can be a little anger and rage, but then you got to shake it off and you got to get back to, all right, how do we attack these problems? As it pertains to our run defense, the unfortunate part of it, I think they gained about 140 of those 200 yards on 4 runs, right? So if you have 30 runs and 4 of them go for 140 and the other 26 go for 60, everything you're doing is not wrong. Now, as it pertains to those 4 runs, particularly in early in the first half.
Stop the tape. Stop the tape.
That's football! Nobody has 100 yards on 20 carries for 5 yards. You have 1 carry for 30 yards. Nobody gets to throw those 30 yards away. Let's look at it the other way. You had 4 carries for 140 yards. 4 carries.
26 of them were pretty good.
Wait. So listen, we start every game when Baltimore Ravens are playing. And every team, they may stop, Derrick Henry, 10 carries, 13 yards, right? Then the second quarter, the third quarter, and the fourth quarter. And then they throw this stat up. His last 5 carries have gone for 120 yards. Don't.
Well, let's hear him out. Let's hear the whole land. Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out. Maybe
if you did that to every.
Maybe the back of the answer.
You only gave up that 1 bad play. I only had that 1 bad pick.
Hey, listen.
We only had that 1 bad sack.
That poor pitcher for the Phillies last night only had 1 bad play.
Like, what do we do?
Let's hear him out.
4 carries for 100.
That's crazy. Here's let's hear again
He
the
said
Anthony
that
Weaver.
loud in public.
He did.
A lot of that was like second level misfits, and then guys trying to make plays on the ball before we stopped the ball.
Agree.
That's probably the bigger issue. Some of those big runs that went for 50, for 40, for 20, they should go for 8, for 9, for 10. And then you're sitting here and we probably have a W at the end of the day. So we're always evaluating our systems and our processes and our who's on the field doing what. I think there's a lot of things we're doing right. Certainly our run defense is disappointing. We're not defeated by any means because we've seen you could show 1 play go for -1 and they can run the exact same play, go for 25 against the exact same defense. Now that's not a scheme problem. That's a trust fit tackling problem, which is what we need to get fixed.
Let me. Okay, all right. Let me. What is the primary goal of the defense when you break it down to the simplest of fundamentals? Tackle the guy with the football.
Mm-hmm.
The basic fundamental, how you get there, how you get in position or whatever. But the basic fundamental of that side of the football is tackle the guy with the football. Correct?
Okay. Can I ask a question, dude? Does anybody in that organization just think to themselves, you know what would get this answer through? We just haven't been good enough. And then just move on.
That's my point. You know what? Here. You know what? Like, I used to say this to you. Now what?
Yeah.
Meaning that you know what the play is. I have the football. You have to tackle me. Now what? Okay? Like, that's what it boils down to.
But like, are all of these press conferences with Weaver and Tua and McDaniel, are all of the reporters hypnotists? Why are you guys still talking? Every answer is a soliloquy. It's got 40 seconds of too much juice.
I would say this. And I'm making fun right now, but I promise you that's not what's being said in those meetings. I promise you. Right? Coaches just don't want to rip their players.
I understand.
Right? So, but it
was only 4 runs.
Please don't throw me, like that's the coach when they end up 6-11 going, we were within 1 score in 8 of the games in the fourth quarter.
It's not even like, but you couldn't even do that. It wasn't even like 1. He goes, it was just 4 super explosive plays, guys.
Can I say this? Think about, I want you to just bear with me here, because I'm going to give you a fact that I don't know to be a fact, but I can pretty much guarantee it's a fact. If you give up more than 2 plays in the run game that go for over 25 plus yards, you're probably losing. Because usually that happens once or twice a game, right? The fact that he got on a camera and admitted that it happened 4 times. Go look good. Just pull up the next break. Go to last week and pull up a random game.
Okay.
And look at both teams and look at how many carries went for 25 yards or more. And then I want you to think of what he said and think of why I'm like in shock.
Yep. Here was a little more of him. He said that he threw up watching the tape.
One of our points of emphasis going into the game was to take the extra step, meaning make sure you got bone on bone, pad on pad, and got these guys to the ground. In that game, I think the biggest thing that happened to us is we were so ball conscious and trying to take it away and just never stopped the actual ball carrier. And this guy was running, he was like a runaway freight train, just running downhill. So that was disappointing. Again, we have an incredibly prideful group. So there are times in that game when you're watching the tape and you want to throw up, particularly because it's some of the guys that were making some of the errors. It was unlike them. So the beauty is we have an opportunity to correct it. We had no time to hang our heads and to walk around like we're at a wake, right? And I thought the guys yesterday at practice did just that. They attacked their daily routine and what they were trying to do, and just went out there and attacked the field and tried to get better. So hopefully we see the results of that this week.
If I may, please don't come to me on Monday and say we only gave up 2 plays of 25 yards or more. Okay?
Hey, that's a win.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. Listen, and this is from having no numbers in front of me. No numbers. Pick random games which you think teams have good run games, decent run games, or whatever, and look at how many rushes went for 25 yards or more.
I'll look at last night. I'll see what we had last night. I'll take a look at that game. What a night.
Scadaboo's longest play was what? 15 yards?
Yeah, on the pitch, maybe.
Yeah. Like, are you? What?
You're flustered.
That's like saying to your wife, I only cheated twice last week. Right?
It's pretty good.
Longest rush last night for Saquon was 18 yards.
There.
Longest rushes yesterday for Scadaboo was 18. Jaxson Dart had a 20-yarder.
20 and 18. And their coach is probably saying, we gave up those 2 big plays. 4? Dude, like, pick another game. Dude, this is just rando off the top of my head telling you football stuff that makes no damn sense.
Take a break. Back with more after this. Welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on a Friday. And welcome on back.
I did my own research.
Okay.
Because basically what I was saying was, I don't know the numbers, but I'm pretty sure I can go out on a limb and say this is fact. Right? In all of football last week, all of football, excluding the Dolphins game, 6 runs over 25 yards. Now, any buys last week? How many rushes were there? A few hundred rushes? 6. Maybe 7.
So 4 of them were in the Dolphins?
No, I didn't include the Dolphins. Jeez. I'm saying all of the rest of the NFL only had 6 or 7.
That's crazy.
So, you understand why I flipped out?
Yep.
Like everybody's doing it? No, everybody's not. And usually it's a big play because DeMarcado, he didn't even score because maybe he dropped the ball. That was a 78-yarder. The only one of that game. The only one of over 25 yards was that play. That didn't even count as a score.
I appreciate your honesty and your revelations, but it's making me depressed.
I'm just saying, like,
I don't like this, dude.
Look,
do you feel like throwing up?
I'm just saying, like, dude, like I watch football too.
Yeah, when you say it like that, it makes sense. Anthony Weaver should have just shut the hell up.
Like saying we only gave up 4 runs for 130 yards. Nobody else in football did that.
Hello, Jennifer.
Hi.
Hello, Jennifer.
Hi. I came to give you some sunshine, Leroy.
Thank you. Is it going to be 4 carries for 130 yards? Because that's not sunshine.
No, I will never do that.
She looks like she's in a coach's dungeon right now.
Yeah.
It's really bad over here.
And the rain?
It's horrible. I literally last segment there's it was thundering so long for it was just like one long thunder.
Jeez. Let's get to the mixed bag, huh? What do we got today, Froggy? How old are the shoes you're wearing today?
They're not old. They're used, but they're not old.
Dude, can I just tell you, that is one of the weirdest things in the world.
It's not, I promise. And RIP to Mr. Hatton. I appreciate your donation. Very kind. Very kind, man.
It's not a donation if you steal them.
Well, the family said that I could. Let's hop in. You see what I did there? Hop into our mix bag. And where better to start than with someone else's drama?
Yeah.
We're constantly talking about what is going on here. Poor Leroy was so annoyed by our coach speak that he decided to do his own research for probably the 3rd time in show history. So far as
because you know why? Here's why. Because I can pretty much give you a number in football from being around it and tell you if it's a good stat or a bad stat. I don't need to go actually look at the numbers, but it was a number that I never even thought that I would ever have to use because nobody would sit here and say we only gave up 130 yards on 4 carries. The other 26 were good.
I have legitimately not seen you that angry about anything football related, and especially I don't think anybody's ever been that mad at Anthony Weaver. Very pleasant man ever, but
yes,
he's
pleasant.
He came out there and he said something that you were just like, it basically was like Anthony Weaver was just like, hey, this crazy thing happened, and you're like,
And I'm gonna tell you how rare it is. Like for it to happen 4 times in one game, that's why dude ran for 200 yards because it never happens. Usually you need one of those carries to get 100.
So what do we got today, Froggy?
We got some drama out of the city of brotherly love.
Yeah.
Not sure if you guys have been following the AJ Brown saga.
He hates it there.
Why does he? I've never seen someone be so successful somewhere and so unhappy at the same time.
It's Philly, man. Philly does that to you. Everybody in Philly that plays sports in Philly is miserable at some point.
He misses Ryan Tannehill. He misses the days when he was Ryan Tannehill's. It would chuck it down to him, and he's like, "This is way more fun."
He literally won a Super Bowl. I just don't understand. But AJ Brown, apparently there has been reports that Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley had a conversation with Mr. Brown, although AJ may have not been there, according to what he said.
What was behind that?
I don't recall the meeting.
Oh, okay. The meeting never happened.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Those guys said it did happen.
Oh, you didn't talk to them.
You weren't in the meeting?
No, I don't recall.
Or you don't want to?
I don't recall.
Hey,
or you don't want to? Is that what he said?
Wait. He was there. That dude been watching too much Law and Order, right? I can't recall is a way of saying, yeah, I was there. I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk
right?
about it.
Come on. Like, yeah, I can't recall. Like, you keep repeating, I can't recall. You say, no, I wasn't there. He was there. He just added to the drama. Like, but like, who cares?
Shedeur Sanders is like, he's like, man, maybe I could be a Tampa Bay Buccaneer by the end of the year. They look like they're having fun.
But you know what? In fairness to all parties,
not Shedeur, AJ Brown. I apologize.
Oh, I was going to say, but AJ Brown, like, again, same thing with that team. You think you could just roll out your rings and go out and play football? These other teams are scheming against you because you're the Super Bowl champs. And if you think you don't have to scheme against other teams, this is how it's going to look when they scheme up on you real nice, right? So they ain't scheming nobody open. They ain't running no plays. They just handing it off to Saquon, running play action, and telling Jalen Hurts go run for 50, right? That's their offense.
Mm-hmm.
You can't win like that when everybody's chasing you. You got to be creative. You got to have some, variance of what you do. And they're falling for it too. Not to mention, they may not be as good with all the departures and the banged up players. So how about you scheme some offense for my man? And the reasons why wide receivers get pissed off like that is because every coach can scheme a guy open, right? Whether he chooses to or not is a different story. But that's why wide receivers get pissed off, because it makes them look like they ain't the guy no more because you ain't drawing up no plays for him.
What else we got in the mixed bag, Froggy?
Do you think the Eagles would trade for an injured Tyreek Hill?
No, but they might trade for Jalen Waddle. Keeps this up.
No, because next year Tyreek may not be here, and Jalen Waddle is all you're going to have.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too. We'll see who is here. It's all on the table right now.
True. Picking up from last night as well, Mr. Mobile himself, Jaxson. Hey, listen, Mobile.
Was this before or after
Tweety Birds
incidents?
Oh, this is after for sure.
At the end of the game, when him and Scatterboo were acting like very concussed.
Yeah, when he is recovering from Brian Daboll yelling at the doctor, rushing him out of the blue tent. Jaxson Dart speaks on whether or not this win says something about this Giant.
Can't be naive to everything. So we hear what people say, and it definitely lights a fire in us. And me and Scott talked about last week we felt like it was kind of just on us, losing that game, and we moved the ball just fine. And our big emphasis was just to make sure that we take care of the ball, and we felt like if we do that, then we're going to move the ball up the field. So just really proud of how the guys played, and I think that we're just trying to set a standard of intensity here each and every day.
Yeah, we know.
So question.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna put on my former player hat again.
Yeah.
You ever notice players hear all the noise after they win, but don't listen to the noise when they lose?
I saw that clip this morning, and I was like, "Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny?
If you win it, you hear all that noise. I got receipts.
All the players, they don't hear anything. Mind you, when Tua got his bag, he remembered all of the things that were said. But now he doesn't have social media. But Jaxson Dart's like, oh, we're taking notes. We know you do.
Hey.
It's dude, let me tell you something right now. It's never been more impossible to block that stuff out, and we know you all hear it. It's okay.
Keep in mind, he goes, this quarterback embraces the noise. That's not true. Because I'm going to tell you, if they lose 3 in a row, he's going to say, I don't listen to the outside noises.
Right.
I'm telling you,
He'll
it's
say, I
coming.
don't
Do you guys not pay attention to what you hear on the TV?
Yeah, it's adorable. It's
Yeah.
adorable.
Stop. And then you want people to say stuff. You know exactly what they're going to say. And you still get mad when they say it. I don't have social media. Yo, hey, you know what's happening. Stop.
What else you got, Froggy?
Let us take a second here to talk about another quarterback in Florida who is currently shining, and that is Baker Mayfield.
He has been good.
He's had a lot of ups and downs in his career, but he says he's always been himself. And then he cursed because
I told you guys that I try and not get too high, not get too low, which is something that I was not doing early on in my career. But, early on in my career, it's looked as cocky, immature. Now it's moxie. He's a dog. So it's same different day. Just as long as you play well, they change the narrative. But you just got to be yourself, and I've always been like that.
He's 100% accurate about that.
Mm-hmm. I can tell you
Same things that everybody think is cute and warm
Mm-hmm.
are all centered around winning.
You know how much I love Brad Marchand right now?
Oh, yeah.
Right, exactly. And how much you hated him 2 years ago?
Woo! I hated his ass.
And you're the worst at this.
That's
you
not
are the worst.
That's very strong.
You know how many players have come into the city of Miami after playing on other teams that you have trashed?
And then he's always one of them.
Well, yeah. Kyle Lowry.
It's my guy.
Andrew Wiggins.
Hey, Moxie. Has a non-intangible ever had Moxie?
Has a non-intangible ever had Moxie?
No. Non-intangible with Moxie is arrogant, a locker room cancer.
but yeah, man, it's crazy because you almost have to be a level of arrogant, right? Because you almost have to be so comfortable with who you are that you're going to ride or die with who you are as long as you know you're being, true to who you are. And I think Baker said it perfectly. When he was in Cleveland and they were winning, he had moxie. When his arm hurt and they weren't winning no games, he's a loudmouth, cocky.
Yep. He's always been
guess
that,
what?
though.
Huh?
He's legitimately been that since college.
Right. But again, we categorize it differently based on wins and losses. And he finally got to a place, and once you go through a little stuff, you travel across the country playing football in 5 months. That'll give you some get right, some perspective. He's like, if I'm going out being me. I'm not going out being somebody else. And guess what? Now look at it. So everybody else thinks have you grown? Have you done this? Yeah, sure. Whatever you think. Right?
Got anything else, Froggy?
Yes. He's going to need all that moxie because sources say Chris Godwin is expected to miss the game versus the 49ers. He already is down Mike Evans, so probably lean on the rookie and, I don't know, Sterling Shepard or something like that. But moving on from the Buccaneers, Mario Cristobal actually has a interesting point when it comes to the Heisman and when they should hand
The
it
only
out.
thing I would wish for the Heisman Trophy that it was awarded when all the games are done. That whole award before these, postseason games are played is absolutely bizarre to me. Like I can't comprehend it. Never will.
Here's what I would say to that. The only thing that would suck for that is that like other schools, you think of like an Ashton Genty, like are they really gonna have a chance to win?
That's
it feels like it's already a quarterback award. It feels like if you did that, like it's so obvious it's gonna always go to the quarterback that wins the national championship. I kind of like the way that it is.
Keep in mind, and contrary to popular belief, Mario, this has been this way for years because it was bowl season, it wasn't playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're kind of commenting like, oh, it's always been playoffs. Every sport does it that way.
Yep.
Every sport does it that way before because everybody doesn't get to go to the playoffs. And if you had a great year, even with like the Cy Young and all those things, right? It all comes at the end of the regular season, the regular season award.
Right.
Some sports give a playoff award, a playoff MVP. So let's not like, I get what he's trying to say that, the games are more important then, and that's when the true best player comes out, but not if everybody doesn't get the chance to be a part of that.
We'll take a break. Final hour coming on up. Play a little "You're Dead to Me." More to come here on the show. We're back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on a Friday. Good to have a Frog Boy Friday here. J-Fig here as well, as about to go into a weekend. Dolphins and Chargers. We'll catch you guys on Sunday morning for Game Day Uncensored, which will come your way, and we'll get ready for that Chargers. You think we got banners this week? You guys think we get banners, or you think you think they get the point by now?
You know what? I would say save your money. Buy some more tailgate stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Buy something fun. Buy something fun for
Here,
you.
I would say this. I think everybody cares that give the impression they don't. Right? But in all of that caring, and no matter how mad you are, making a decision just because people are mad is not the answer. And so I would say that, okay, great. You want to fire Mike McDaniel, you want to fire Chris Greer. That's fine. I get it. I understand it. But what does that do now? Because you're complaining about how bad the team is playing. And if they did that, the team would get worse.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're complaining more about the team sucking. So I don't know what the answer is. If it continues this way, should something be done after the season? Absolutely. Okay. But doing something now to make everybody feel better is not going to make everybody feel better. It's not.
I feel a little better in the moment.
No, it won't. Because if you're a fan of the team, you want the team to play better. All these people that say, oh, well, let's tank for a higher draft pick. Like, you're assuming that pick is going to be good.
Well, I mean, if Chris Greer's here to pick it, it probably won't.
But no matter who it is, because guess what? In all the years that two quarterbacks have been taken first and second, a lot of times they've gotten it wrong, and the second guy ended up better than the first guy.
Mm-hmm.
So wouldn't it have been better to not have the first pick and have the second pick? Like, you can't figure these things out all the time.
But what about
trading
guess
that
what?
First pick down? You know what's crazy? If the Chargers had the 5th pick and the Dolphins had the 6th pick, right? Whatever the decision would have been, we would have felt better.
Because you're just left with it.
Right. You understand what I'm saying? So like, there are certain things that happen, like, and I just look, I understand that people are mad. I understand people are pissed off. Hell, you hear me. I don't usually ever get
sound pretty
mad
pissed
about
off.
certain things, but there's certain things that just no, that's not accurate. Okay? But doing something now, you think it would make you feel better. But if you have complaints about your team losing, get rid of all the people that put this together. Then you really gonna have problems.
When's the last time we got a good firing around here, though, Marcos? Because, like, I didn't really want Brian Flores fired. I was stunned Brian Flores was fired.
For sure.
But you like Tua.
I didn't think that he was going to get
fired. Did you like Tua?
Yeah, I'm a Tua guy. I like Tua.
Okay, so
I wasn't against the Tua pick.
But so here it is. Based on what his feelings were for Tua, and you just drafted Tua, don't you think something had to happen? Just based on that, nothing else.
I mean, now that I know, like now that I know all of the the details about, like, oh, Brian Flores, nobody liked him in the building, that he was out, but I didn't. But my point of it was, at the time that he got fired, there wasn't this sense from the Dolphin fan that was like, oh, we gotta fire this guy. Nobody, there wasn't. Nobody had that feeling. And everybody who came out, hey, if you had the information about it, cool. I'm just saying that most people's reaction when Brian Flores was fired after a winning season was stunned and was like, that guy didn't deserve to get fired. Right. Okay. Maybe you then knew and found other stuff and your opinion changed. But I'm telling you, in the moment, that happened on the air on our show. We were all like, they must have somebody right? Like they must have somebody here.
It was Sean Payton or something that we're like, oh, that must be.
Or even Harbaugh at the time. Like we didn't, because Harbaugh was in Ghana. So like, but this is a different scenario because I think the fans just want this feeling of their pound of flesh. Like they want that feeling of like, can
As
you
Vlad
guys
would
just
say,
do something?
They want a body.
Right. Like, can you just do something to make it seem like you care about what's happening here?
But what can you do
what they
right now?
want.
What can you do right now?
What can you just, I mean, I think that if it gets really bad, if the Dolphins get embarrassed this weekend and the fans are booing and Tua's getting booed, and I don't know what's going to happen because the Dolphins, we see the NFL this week. The Dolphins can win. I don't know. Who can figure out this? They probably won't, though. They're one of the worst teams in the league. But if they do, fine. But
well, you can't wait.
If it gets bad,
can't start off by saying your team is one of the worst in the league and then expect results that don't signify that.
No, I expect them to get waxed. But I'm just saying, like, it is the NFL. You never know. Crazy things happen. Because I don't even know if the Chargers are good. The Chargers won the first 3 games, then they lost the last 2.
Because they're really banged up.
Yeah, they're banged up. I mean, they lost the lineman.
Really banged.
They lost a lineman. They lost a linebacker.
They lost 2 linemen.
Dolphins have 3 linemen out, Leroy. The Dolphins are more banged.
They lost 2 first-round picks at linemen. They lost their first and second.
I think Alt's playing this week, though. I think Alt.
Okay. And then they lost their top 2 running backs.
They lost Hampton.
And the guy they just drafted.
That is the guy they just drafted.
Oh, Hampton's the guy they drafted in the first round.
Last year was Alt.
Alt
was hurt, but it seems like he might play.
Okay.
And then they lost Slater to start the season.
Look. I don't see. I'm a person that if I'm gonna complain about something, I'm gonna at least throw out what I think would be better. And all of the things that I hear from Dolphins fans, nobody has a legitimate solution other than get rid of everybody. And some of the names they're throwing out are Gruden, or in most cases, you're going to end up with another young new coach, because that's basically all that's available other than retread.
It's going to be the loudmouth Jag coach.
You already know.
I already know. I predicted it.
Right. So
the universal language is kicking ass. Like, that guy is going to win the interview. Right. The Jaguars are going to win the stupid South.
Right.
Which we all
that doesn't scare you. Like, if you say, okay, let's get rid of everybody, and then your team loses the next 7.
No, this will be me. Leroy, we got the guy. This guy takes no bull. He's going to have these guys flying to the football.
I'm talking about that's next year. I'm talking about right now.
Oh, right now? Will I feel good?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going to feel good. If they're gonna keep the GM, I'm gonna be like, well, this isn't gonna work out anyway.
It's a moot point about coach, right?
It doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work out. I like Mike McDaniel as a guy, but if they keep Chris Greer, it's not gonna work anyway. So whatever they do, it doesn't matter.
So they're
if they clean house, I'll be like, all right, at least
they're not gonna clean house in the middle of the season.
Why not, though, dude? Why not? Who doesn't love a clean house?
Get rid of it. You're gonna fire a GM before the trade deadline?
Most people clean their house.
25 years.
Most people clean their house.
Okay, so now you decide to do it?
Yes, because the last thing we can afford, to be honest, is another 8-win season.
No, but I'm just saying. Oh,
I agree with you that we'll get worse if we fire everybody.
But
it's really hard to get worse, guys. Like, I don't think you guys are grasping that. Like, you keep mentioning it's going to get worse. I don't think we're putting enough attention on Leroy.
How bad
they've been already, and that the only win they have is over the Jets, barely. So we're not the Jets. That's our bar. Not the worst.
Not the worst.
Not the worst. But listen, there's another Jets game coming.
Does make me feel better when Vlad works, though, because I could always say, at least we ain't the Jets.
Oh man.
I mean, I get it. I just again, from my own perspective, right? Every time I try to tell you what's wrong on a football field or with what's happening, I try to give you a solution, right? If I can't give you a solution, it's pretty hard for me personally to complain about an issue. And some of the issues that people are coming up with, or some of the solutions, are not solutions at all. It's just different.
I got a solution for you.
What?
We may not get clean house.
We
can
clean
get
them
clean
damn
laundry.
clothes,
We
though.
can get some clean laundry, huh?
Yeah.
For the best dry cleaning in South Florida, use our friends over at A&T Dry Cleaners. The owners are, that's our guy. You guys can call or text him anytime. He told me. All you got to do, reach out to him. His number is 954-610-9383. That's 954-610-9383. It's the fall season, Halloween time. Maybe you got one of them fancy costumes you want prepared. You're going to do a retread. Maybe you're going to go to a fancy masquerade or something. It's the holidays before you know it. You got those family get-togethers. You want your wardrobe looking nice. Let A&T Dry Cleaners handle all that for you.
Listen, they've been around for 40 years. They're owned and run by the family. They can do same-day sewing. Mama Ara is the seamstress, so you know you're getting good family care. They service all of South Florida, Dade, Broward, and Southern Palm Beach County, and they can pick up and drop off your clothes. So guess what? I was a fan of the show, and if you mention our name, that's Tobin and Leroy, you get 25% off. 25% off. A&T Dry Cleaners, mention Tobin and Leroy, you get 25% off. You can text or call Ira at 954-610-9383 at any time. And I promise you, once you use A&T Dry Cleaners, you'll never launder your own clothes again.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy with you here on FM 104.3 WQAM. Get to a little 15 minutes of game day uncensored, brought to you by the Lexus TX. Room for all your passions and 3 rows of luxurious comfort. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. So the Miami Dolphins, they're back at it on Sunday at 1 o'clock. No Canes this week. They'll be back next Friday against the Louisville Cardinals.
Schedule.
Very weird schedule. Panthers are back at it tomorrow, 7 o'clock against the Ottawa Senators. They are 2-0 so far this season. The Panthers racking up these early points. And so that's been great news. Last night, Thursday Night Football, the Giants beat the Eagles 34-17. The Cubs, they beat the Brewers 6-0. They even up their series at 2 apiece. The Dodgers are moving on to the NLCS. They beat the Phillies 2-1 in 11 innings. And LeBron's going to miss the next 3 to 4 weeks with sciatica. So
can we say a hurt booty instead?
No.
Come on.
Because the pain shoots down your leg, dude.
Pain.
It's the nerve.
Well, somebody whose nerve was ticked. Familiar with the playmaker Michael Irvin?
That
yeah.
depends.
Speaking of booty.
That depends. Is it sweaty playmaker? Because that means he's hot.
He's pretty upset.
So he's sweating.
Pretty upset.
Oh.
So
what was it? Where was he? Was he on First Take?
This is his podcast. This is his YouTube thing. And so he apparently got upset because a podcast, I think it's called Facts Over Feelings. Some former, I don't know if they're former NFL guys or what, but they were having a discussion about, Deion Sanders and could he keep up in today's game? And then they mentioned how receivers today, like Chad Johnson and Jefferson, too much, way more skilled than the past receivers like Michael Irvin and Jerry Rice. And so I think what these guys did was they put on one of their images, either on YouTube or TikTok, they used an image of Michael Irvin and Jerry Rice. And Michael Irvin did not take kindly to these guys.
Can I just say this? I don't think people realize, because he was a talker, how good Deion Sanders was. Dude, let me just let's just start with how fast he was. When he had the same toe surgery, I want to say, that O.J. McDuffie had that ended his career.
The fusion?
Yes. And they just moved him to safety and he could still play.
Crazy.
So let's just start there. He would let receivers run past him. Give the impression that he was open.
Right.
They were open. And then go pick the ball off.
Would you like to hear Michael Irvin's rant?
Yeah.
All right, let's start off. Give us the first piece here, Marcos, on the playmaker.
You think there were not fast guys in the league when I played? You think Tyreek Hill can outrun an Olympian like Bullet Bob Hayes, who played before me? You think he can outrun the Ronaldo Nehemiahs, who tried to play in this game? You know why he tried? Because they wanted speed in the game, but other things were required when we played. You must get to run around and play in 7-on-7 touch football. We had pain in our game, and y'all don't even know about pain. Every route you got hit, even running around in the middle of, you could get tapped by those linebackers. They took all of that out the game because y'all asses were soft, and you couldn't take it. You come from a damn era of everybody gets a trophy in NIL where nobody fights for a starting job. I ain't started. I'm going to go leave and start somewhere else. Get the out of my face talking noise until you know what you're talking about. I will dominate this era of football. Dominate. Football's not about running fast. It's not about speed. It's about getting the job done. It's about getting the job done. And you won't tell me you know somebody that got the job done better than me, better than Jerry Rice, that you're going to use our picture and trying to make your point? Are you stupid or are you stupid?
That was fantastic.
Wow. I like that.
Oh, standing ovation.
Hey, look, there's a lot of receivers that came into the league when Jerry was playing that couldn't get on the field. You know why? Jam. Oh, they get it up underneath their neck and they couldn't move. Couldn't get off the line of scrimmage. Right? So while I understand there's a difference in nowadays because of the speed, they can't touch you, so they play off of you, and then you run a slant versus still running a slant when that DB is all up in your face. The other thing is, you ain't have to worry about getting knocked the bleep out going across the middle. He just talked about the chicken wing from the linebacker doing drive-bys. So anybody that run in this area get a chicken wing.
Let's hear
He
some
wasn't
more.
talking about that. He was talking about them pretty balls where you reaching up and then you come back with two barbecue ribs.
Let's hear some more from Michael Irvin. He had more.
Yeah.
Well, Deion couldn't play with these guys. I want to see him play with some real fast guys. See if he can play with all these speed guys. And then the first two examples you bring up was Chad Johnson and Justin Jefferson, who are not fast guys. I don't mind you being stupid. I don't mind you being dumb. I don't mind you not knowing what the you talking about, but keep my name out your mouth when you don't know what you're talking about. Keep my name and my image. Don't try to on my work when I won championships on every level. On every level. When they can knock out. I call passes in the midst of pain. Y'all don't do that. Y'all ain't never had to do that. So shut the hell up. You or none of these can play and do the things I did. So shut the hell up.
I just got goosies.
Wow.
Standing ovation.
Wow. That's good.
For real.
That's really good.
For real. Like he's not lying.
Can we have him?
Like, think of how many careers have ended, even his, going across the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you risked. And
Those rat bastards in Philadelphia cheering about it, by the way.
in fairness to all the guys that played when Michael Irvin played and before him, that is what separated you from everybody else. Your ability to still go in there knowing you're going to get your head knocked off and make a play. Right? It's amazing to me how a receiver now drops a pass because he can't never get hit. What you scared of? Right? Like, we had guys playing in the secondary that play with armor. Go pull up a picture of Joey Browner. The dude played with a dude from Avengers with an arm thing like that.
He had the Thanos arm?
No, not Thanos. What's his name? The soldier, the Winter Soldier.
Oh, the Winter Soldier. Yeah.
Yes. Go pull up a picture of Joey Browner, and he was 230, and look what he played with. Ronnie Lott, you had to stay on the ground until he came over the pile because he was hitting somebody on every play. Don't get up too fast. Ronnie go over the top, then you could get up.
Didn't he
cut a finger off and say
finger off, yeah.
and they say cut it off and he taped it up and went back and played? Yes.
That's good, Mick.
Right? So while I understand, and I give guys credit for what they doing now, in no way, shape, or form, I'm gonna go and say, oh yeah, Deion and Deion couldn't cover. But Deion, you know what Deion did for his combine? Let me show you.
Up in a limo?
He got out of his limo. He went and ran a 40. I think he ran 4.2 something. He walked back to the limo and left. That's what Deion did at the combine. What Deion was like, I can't explain to you how fast he was. The dude pulled away in punt returns and he never looked like he was running. He had a different kind of speed than anybody, and not only just speed, but football speed. So, like, yeah, I like. Look, you can call Mike loud.
Mm-hmm.
You can say he cussed too much. You can say he overdoes it, but you can't say he's wrong.
I like that he says, "I don't care that you're ignorant. I don't care that you're stupid. I don't care you don't know what the bleep you're talking about, but just keep my name out of your mouth."
Yeah, because like, yeah, you just going, and I don't know what you looking at, right? Because that and I'll give you another example, like seeing Mike and Jerry Rice, because Jerry Rice only ran a 4.5, 4.6 coming out of college,
Mm-hmm.
right? But they needed a big guy to be able to go to get through that bump coverage and run that quick slant, because that's where all them 3-step drops started, was in San Francisco. So they needed big guys. And it's crazy how, like, one of the guys I always talk about is Anquan Bolden, right? How they say, oh, he doesn't get separation. He's not fast enough. Dude's got damn near 1,000 catches. Like, at what point are you going to acknowledge it? Right? Because you don't see the speed and the breakaway. Like, yeah, there's something about playing the position that people get lost on combine numbers. We've got so many combine players now that you don't even know that they can play football or not, because we were so caught up in, like, let me tell you something. If Reggie White was standing next to Jadeveon Clowney the year Jadeveon Clowney came out, who was going to get drafted first? Jadeveon Clowney, because he was a freak.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Crazy.
at some point, the football that you play has to matter.
Absolutely. Best use of the word pain since Mr. T. That was great.
Hey,
that was great.
I know somebody came up behind him and pat his ass down. I know Mike. Mike got patted. Mike, he had a tissue or something. He got patted down because he sweat peeling the orange. So I know he was sweating when he was mad.
We'll take a break, play a little "You're Dead to Me" to close things out.
You're dead to me.
All right. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Close out a Friday with a little bit of "You're dead to me." I'll go first. Heat haters. You guys are ruining my fun. I'm trying to just enjoy the preseason. I got Frog Boy raining on my parade.
Enjoy.
I got Leroy ruining
I'm
my
not raining on
parade.
your parade.
I got commenters ruining my parade. I'm just sitting here trying to have a good time. I'm watching Casper Jakachonis and Kalel Ware. I'm just sitting back, and you guys are like, baby, win a game. It's preseason.
You can't have it both ways, though.
I can't have it both ways. I just did.
You enjoy. Wait, can I ask you a question? It's sports.
Yep.
You're the only person enjoying a game that your team is losing. I
Okay,
don't care what the
but
circumstances.
let's look at it this way. Tobin suffered for most of last season.
Yep, I did suffer.
If he's enjoying preseason right now, then that's okay.
They're losing.
Okay, but he's enjoying it. He's not miserable like he was last summer season.
Yeah, guys are on camp contracts. Like I'm not I'm not going to see these guys play.
Okay. All right. We'll see.
Bismack Biyombo was playing in the fourth quarter. Did you know he was still around?
Whoa. No,
Neither did he.
It's a crazy name.
You got what I need.
This is just ruining my good time. Hey,
no, we're not.
No one's making you feel any type of way. I'm going to feel how I want to feel.
Okay, but
I control my feelings.
Can I just say, after these preseason games, you have come in talking like they're getting ready to sweep the.
See what Ware did?
Let's keep it moving. Because
what do you got?
His water.
What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? It's your turn.
You know what? Now that I think about it,
John was really mean to Drew Smith. He's just a bully. He's mean.
Now that I think about who's dead to me,
is it Tobin?
Those clowns who put their mouth on Michael Irvin. Because you know what? I'm a big believer in this.
What they do?
I think great players could have played during any time.
Mm-hmm.
They would have just played the way that was necessary to play. For people to use that as a topic of discussion and say my Hall of Famer was better than your Hall of Famer. Last time I checked, they both in the same place, which means that their production and the way they played transformed football, and they could play at any level at any time, right? That's what Hall of Fame means to me.
Right.
So, as intense as I see Mike on all fours on the sideline and all that, I'm gonna just say, yeah, I'm with Mike. Y'all dead to me, because that's just you don't
You're
go
dead
after you don't comment on Hall of Famers. They're Hall of Famers for a reason.
You're dead to me.
Bum.
Schmeathan says Tobin is Bisquick Biyombo.
Oh, you could have just said Biscuit Beyond.
That's an alley-oop. That's what too.
It's like the Wade and LeBron of fat shaming.
Witcher.
Point for lead.
No, I want to keep saying it. Biscuit Biyombo.
It's like if you had Schmeathan, Schmolnick, Leroy Horde, and Dade South rise up from the platform smoke.
Not one, not two,
not three fat shames.
That's good.
That's scary.
Jennifer, what do you got?
So last night I went to the Billie Eilish concert, and everything was great until it took me 1 hour to get out of the Bayside parking lot.
Oh, it's bad.
The garage, sorry.
It's never been worse trying to get out of there.
Oh my goodness. And the worst part about all of it is that once you're redirected to, let's say you're in one area and then you get redirected to another side, it's like you start back on the highest level and then go all the way down. It's an actual nightmare.
You're almost better off these days just venturing west until you can get north, because you can't get north. It's
1,000%. But it was raining. It was.
No, I'm with you. No, it's a disaster. I left the preseason game. I didn't get home till 12:30, and they were done talking. It was the fastest locker room ever. The Heat were done talking by 10:20, and
you can do like I do, Jennifer.
That's basically what happened to me though, because Billy ended around 10:30, 10:35.
Yeah,
and
brutal.
I got to the Citadel around 11:30, 40. like a whole hour.
You can do what I do. Park it wherever.
Just park where you want.
Oh, park in like Minnesota or something?
That might be the craziest thing.
Is that what you wanted me to do?
Did somebody try and grab Billie Eilish? I think I saw on the internet.
I saw that, but like I didn't see it when she was walking out, but I did see her run out at one moment. I guess it happened during one of her last songs where she just walked out.
Did she do
to
Birds
the
of a
crowd.
Feather?
That was her last song.
Love that song.
Funny enough, right as she was singing it, right in front of me, a proposal just came out, and it's very shocking.
Wait, somebody proposed at the Billie Eilish
Somebody
concert?
proposed during Birds of a Feather right in front of us.
Maybe it has special meaning for them.
Right. I thought it was cute. I don't really know the lyrics to that song, so I wouldn't know how.
Birds
well
of
that
a
is.
feather, Billie Eilish.
What do you got for us, Froggy?
I have a very time-sensitive dead to me for this one. This goes out to all you candy givers as Halloween approaches.
Oh, hey, we need some rules for the candy giving for Halloween.
Yes,
I'm
I
a
agree.
couple. Hey, next week
We need some rules for you because when you start venturing off to different studios, taking
my
everybody's
10
candy.
rules of candy giving.
Yeah.
At Halloween, I'll make a list next week.
Okay.
So you heard it here. That's a radio tease right there, guys. Next week, Leroy's got a list. For right
don't
now,
forget.
I will say to all you peasants, to all you cheapskates. I don't know if that's correct, but you get
cheapskates.
I don't know what it is. Cheapskate?
Cheapskate.
Yeah, it's not a real word anyway. All you penny pinchers. Enough of this normal stupid candy, right? You chew it, it gets all stuck in your teeth. Oh, I gotta just say, how many licks does it take? And I'm here for hours, right?
What?
Step into the future, dude. I'm talking about freeze-dried candy.
I see these all over the place. The freeze-dried candy.
Freeze-dried-
What is
this is look, this is a normal Jolly Rancher, which would normally take me 45 minutes per, unless I want to break my jaw. But now, boom, baby, about the size of a marble here, a big marble.
Right.
And listen to this.
What is a multi-ball?
Yeah, but it's like a cheese ball. Like, why do you want a
Yeah,
Jolly
is it
Rancher
like
to
a
be a cheese
Cheeto?
ball?
It's like a sour apple Cheeto.
Yeah, but why do you want that? Like, it's part of a Jolly Rancher is to let it
So,
let it
is
savor.
the Jolly Rancher dead to you?
Yeah,
No,
who's dead to you here?
People who serve normal candy, you're dead to me.
So you only
You
want
want them to serve
Let me get it
that.
straight. You're gonna
Hey,
go with your.
I'm
with
telling you right now, that is on my list. You put some freeze dried. We ain't at the end of the world.
dude, I'm telling you right now, I don't like that. And you're telling me if you go ding dong trick or treat and you're there with baby tadpole and they don't give you freeze dried candy, you're moving out. You're leaving.
I'm gonna smack it out of his hand and say, "Let's go." Clearly, we're at a poor person's house, and I'm gonna walk away.
You're showing your child standards.
Really?
This is good stuff here. I don't want to wait all day to eat.
I don't
this.
like it.
Wait, with tadpole, does he even have enough teeth to chew that?
Does he have one?
No, he's
Yeah.
definitely got teeth. The problem is, I introduced him to candy, and this was a proud father moment because this is a rite of passage as a child. I gave him a warhead, and I was like, "Let's see what
He
happens."
could barely speak.
And he
Gave
did the
your
thing.
child a warhead?
Yes,
Sour
and then
warhead.
he made a face, and then I tried to take it from him, and he slapped my hand away. And he said, "No, mine," which I can only interpret as, "I'm tough, Papa." Oh,
I can handle it. Is that what
No,
he said?
he's the next Sam Bennett. He sounds very tough.
so tough. He took that warhead like a champion, and me, I've been eating freeze dried ever since.
Give him some Pop Rocks afterwards.
Hey, can I just say this?
Good idea.
No, it's not.
Ain't nothing about you stay freeze dried.
All right.
There he goes again.
One last
He
fat
goes
shame
again.
for the road. That's on Friday, ladies and gentlemen. We will talk to you rascals on Monday.
Are you stupid or are you stupid?
I'm stupid. And here's why.
Stupid kid.
That's football.
I go past in the midst of pain.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.